The podcast show, we running this cash shit. White boy, we running this cash shit. Eddie the Chump, we running this cash shit. Jive Turkey, we running this cash shit. Waiting some redemption, we running this cash shit. It's a fact that we running this cash shit. The takeover, the break's over, nigga, the best podcast show. Game over.
How long you fucking...
Other cast, y'all ain't ready for war.
Well, I was trying to put some of your song in there, because usually it's just the intro, but I wanted to get some
Oh, some of the verse.
Yeah.
Oh, bars.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and I want to talk about DraftKings really quick. The 1 week fantasy football. Jive and me signed up, and we invite you guys. There's a link down below. Yeah, every week there's a new competition that I link in the comment section or on Twitter, and we invite you guys. So me and Jive, respectively, got last place. Jive got 15th place. I got 14th place. So
your chances of winning is good, boy.
Exactly. You're not gonna find a better deal.
It's not rigged.
I thought you, being a Packers fan, you understood and knew everything there was to know about football, though.
I do, see, but the thing is, I don't understand everything about, I'm just, this is the hustle, you gotta reel them in a little bit. Now, next week's contest has gotta be 25, the next week's gotta be 50, then it's gotta be 100.
He's pool hustling.
Yeah.
I 1v1 Mr. Oh So Handsome, a big supporter of the show. He beat me. I was winning at last second. Adrian Peterson, it was 4th and 1, and he got a 40-yard touchdown run and destroyed my dreams. But there was another league. Look at this, because the first one filled up really fast. There was another league that I joined for $20, and it was 10 players. The top 5 won, and I got 5th place. And guess what? My $20 turned into $18, so I still fucking lost somehow.
What, are you down $2 then?
On that one, overall, it was like a negative 200 week. I don't want to talk about it too much. I lost some knives too. On the fucking skin arena, it's all bad. But let me shout out the people who did destroy us here and who got first place in the contest that me and Jive participated in. Condia, C Curry 03, J Wet, Luck's on my side. All big winners. Yeah, big winner. Mr.
Luck's on my side.
Whoa, Mr. Oh So Handsome did get 13th place, so it was Jive, me, Mr. Oh So Handsome.
Ah, he fucking sucked.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That.
So I came in last. Gosh.
Can I just say, White Boy, about betting knives is, I know Skin Arena gives you the actual value of the knife, but when it comes to CSGO betting, I'd never do any of those roulette sites. I'd only bet on the pro matches, because otherwise, what's the point?
It's just the thrill.
It's the thrill.
The itch.
What did you lose? Did you lose your bayonet? Doppler.
Well, that was a long time. I lost that a long time ago, but I risked it for the bit. I put it in a pot that I had. I didn't talk about this. I wanted to talk about this a long time ago. So my knife was $300. And someone sniped me with a $1,200 knife. If you guys have no idea how this website works, basically it's kind of like Big Bank takes Little Bank, but you always have a percentage to win. Eddie, can you explain? Do you know how to explain it?
So basically,
it's really complicated math
everyone joins the bet and puts in their pot. Now, the more you put in, the higher your chance of return.
Okay.
Right? So if White Boy puts in $300 and some guy puts in a $1,200 knife, that guy has a much higher chance of winning everything than White Boy does.
Yeah, so I had I think it was 10-15% chance to win. And I was watching OnlyUseMeBlade, and I was I was nervous because I was the first guy in, this guy came in second, and then we have to wait for 3 more people to come in, so I'm sweating, I'm nervous, I'm like, oh my god, this is my baby, this is the knife that I unboxed. And then that song, if you are what you say you are, a superstar, and then the thing started to spin, and it was have no fear, and I felt good right there. I felt like I had no fear, and I won that $1,200 knife. But yeah, that event, I sold that one, eventually bought some more, so I'm negative $1,000 on CSGO knives in bed, basically.
That's crazy.
At the end of the knife, at the end of the day.
That's crazy. Like, you don't really play CS, and I play it regularly. I have a plain Huntsman knife that's worth like £80, like $110 American.
And I see that, and I'm like, I feel like I'm almost a Pokemon card collector at that point.
Right?
That's what I was trying to do. And I had you just have to know when to stop with gambling. I think I'm done with. It's so fun though. It's so fun when your little image pops up, and everybody in the chat gets fucking mad. I like it a lot, but yeah, they make so much money. They take 2 to 5% every time you bet, so they're always winning. Like,
That's
had
crazy.
$2,000.
You imagine how many bets are placed every day.
Yeah, like,
how much money they're making.
When it's going fast, like,
it
fills up like instantly. And they're like $3,000 bets too. 5% of that is $150 or something. And they don't take, the 10,000 stickers that equals up to 150. They take the nice knife. They take something nice, or like the third or fifth most popular item. I don't know.
That reminds me of when we were talking about how PayPal rapes everybody.
Yeah, man.
Remember we was talking about that, how much money they fucking make.
It's crazy.
They now have CS:GO Blackjack. I'm not affiliate with. They have a website, and I don't know if you guys saw, but I had like a little setup where I was in my basement with the blue screen.
Yeah, that shit was great.
And I was the dealer, and I thought,
well, not to cut you off, but when I turned Twitch on, and then it like had you, and then it had the thumbnail, I swore you was in the spot with the that website. I thought they called you in and let you like do like a segment or
like
something.
I could set it up. Like, it's so easy. It would, like, literally I could be wherever. Like, people, I saw this on, I forgot what podcast it was, but all you need is a blue screen, and like a blue screen in front of you. You can make your own desk that looks awesome. You can make you in a like with the ocean in the background, like a studio in the background, like a newscast. It's not too hard to make.
You could do a blue screen, and you could put a PNG desk in front of you. Yeah. You just gotta sit down in the right spot and shit.
You can do a lot. You just have to be creative and think outside the box. Definitely. We were talking about how to grow on Twitch. You just need, like, there's this guy, Future Man Gaming. I don't know if you guys ever seen him. He wears like a Cyclops eyeglasses that are very metallic. They look very futuristic. Future Man Gaming. So every I don't know, it seems like 5 minutes he's like, dance time, or he does something. I forgot. Nice moves, God. And then he like presses this button, and his green screen turns into a fucking techno rave, and he's like a 80s music video, and it's really awesome. It's really cool, and he's been growing a lot.
Yeah, he's gonna get real tired of that shit.
Oh, like he went to TwitchCon, and he had his fucking jumpsuit on that looks all fucking hot, and he had to wear his like glasses. That's one thing that's weird with a lot of people like that make YouTube videos. I'm sure every time it gets noticed in real life, like, people are asking him to dance, or people are asking him to put on the glasses. Where's the glasses? Like,
yeah,
that must
exactly. Get real old. Like,
kind of go into
like Eddie in the Ready for Deployment. Eddie used to be like, yeah, John, ready for deployment. Tom, ready for deployment. Then later on in the stream, like 90th guy, he'd be like, yeah, John, thanks, man. Ready for deployment. Chris, ready for deployment. I'll be watching, cracking up. But yeah, you got to have some kind of gimmick to grow. That's what's up.
I never thought that being able to sound like Gaz from Modern Warfare would go so far.
Uh-huh.
Can you do anything else from him?
I can just talk like him all the time, Wings. I could do a whole podcast.
Do a whole podcast.
I always thought about what you guys were talking about with Blade. Like, if I had to pick a YouTuber I wouldn't want to be, it would be OnlyUseMeBlade, because I could not imagine doing 8 years of using only your knife in Call of Duty.
Right.
Oh
my
God.
That shit.
Especially with Advanced Warfare, and he likes Advanced Warfare somehow, but
it's got invisibility, it's got loads of other sneaky shit. The stun grenades are so good. Like, it's not as bad for a knifer as you might think.
I was
Like
thinking
the-
of how good. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, what would be the worst for knifing? Probably Black Ops 2.
World at War.
No, Black Ops 2, you had the ballistic knife. The tomahawk was nice.
Black
you could
Ops.
pick it up.
Yeah, Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
World
but the
at
game
War.
was so fast, and the guns were also
See,
good.
okay, I got a big problem with Only Use Me Blade. It's not the alcoholism, or he's quit that, and it seemed like it wasn't the racism. It was that he doesn't use the fucking riot shields, the bayonets, there's so many other melee weapons in COD that he could, if he wants to stick to that play style, I really respect him for sticking
Can't you have
with
a
it.
knife with the shield, like a throwing knife or something?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
use
people-
throwing knife.
Yeah, people use throwing knives with them.
But there's, like, in Ghost, the riot shield was pretty good. He could have made something happen with that. He could make something happen with the flamethrower, even. Like, just keep on having that niche, that gimmick of being the only guy who knifes. But, like, you could throw in a riot shield gameplay every once in a while, and people would. I would love to see his, because when you watch Only Use Me Blade play Call of Duty, his tactics are a lot different than like any of us. Obviously, he's knifing only, but not his tactics, but his routes. Like, he does these weird routes that put him in positions to get that close and get that knife. And I just wish he would expand a little bit.
I would think that how he would have to know how to maneuver because he's a knifer. I would think about like how good he would be if he used a submachine gun.
He
Like,
does
with
have a
his
gun account, doesn't
maneuvering.
he?
I'm looking at
but
I'm looking at it like this. Like, I think he's got on the benefit of Advanced Warfare because when you're knife only, you got to be floating around a 1 KD, something like that.
yeah,
I mean, the good games are like, boom, good game. That's a saver. And I think the skill-based matchmaking is helping him.
yeah.
Could be. That could be true. That could
that's
be true.
true. That's true. I would think Ghost, like you said, Alex, with the riot shield. The Ghost has the most OP riot shield that I ever seen.
They took out
It's
the
got a
riot
radar
shield.
on it.
Oh, they took it out?
For Black Ops 3, everyone was freaking out because they.
Oh, the riot shield.
Yeah.
Why'd they take it out? When
The
did
radar thing is what I was talking about, Eddie.
Yeah, the riot shield in Ghost has a fucking radar on it.
And a
Or
scrambler.
Scrambler.
That's crazy. It was this dude, I don't know if I told y'all on the podcast, but it was a dude, I was playing Ghost. He had a 6 KD. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a good game. Like me and this guy are gonna get it on. Like, pause. But I ran in every dark room I ran in, he was in there with 2 pistols. And it was so quick. I don't know what they were thinking about in Ghost. Like he put the riot shield away so quick and pulled the pistols out. It was
They
like
did patch that because they
it
did
was
it with
like
C4
this.
as well. They could just instantly throw C4 and you couldn't shoot them.
yeah.
Like, the animation was too short for you to shoot them while they threw the C4. They did
Yeah.
patch that, though.
Oh, okay. This was a couple months ago.
Yeah, maybe the pistols, they never
Yeah,
changed.
the dual pistols, Eddie.
I always thought
he was
Ghost would
like,
be pretty good
"Bah, bah,
for
bah."
knifers because it's got unlimited sprint and lightweight, and
Yeah.
everyone's really difficult to see.
and some dark rooms, some high grass.
Yeah, there's
Am
a
I
lot
the-
of rubble everywhere.
Am I
Like
the
a-
only person that feels like unlimited sprint should be mandatory?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
What soldier would just start walking? Like, come on, after
Me?
8 steps. That's if they draft you, but you wouldn't go to the fucking army.
To
Like,
be
what's
honest, you would be like, fuck it, guys, you go ahead. I'll stay with the tank.
I mean, I
It's
would
fine."
be like, if we started on Stormfront, by the time you got to the burned out car, I'm like, I'm gonna camp up there.
No, but literally, what soldier in a gunfight, adrenaline's running through him, would just start walking?
It's like
Like
DayZ.
they run away and then take 3, then start walking. I don't mean after 25 steps. I mean after like 8 steps. They'd be like 1, 2, 3. Then
But you
start
gotta understand,
walking.
they are superhuman, because you gotta think about it. We've talked about this a lot before, but on Favela, Modern Warfare 2 Favela, on the bright side of the map, you look down, there's a whole city block right there. How long does it take your character to clear that city block? 3 seconds? Like, the Call of Duty guy runs superhumanly fast. And it's
Yeah,
more
but-
like a limiting mechanic. Because, like, I'm a fat fuck and I can run longer than the Call of Duty guy, like, time-wise, like 8 seconds. I can run longer in 8 seconds without
Yeah,
getting
it's
tired.
bad. I can see if they slow down, but don't let them walk. Like, that's annoying.
Games are better with infinite sprint. Games are better where there's more movement around the map.
Like, we were playing DayZ, right? And I think White Boy was getting shot at. We was in the airfield. And White Boy like, yo, I'm getting shot at. And I'm like, I'm going to come help you. I run out, and it's a hill there. You can run, but when you get to like a hill, you start walking like you walking your dog. Like I'm running up there, and the dude just start walking like this. I'm like, yo, like my boy over here fucking dying. Like,
dude, John, have you ever dealt with like a mountain like scenario where it's like almost a 45-degree climb up a hill?
Not really.
The hills in DayZ aren't like that though. They're like grassy, like plain type, like swells.
I mean, hills really are fucking vicious. Like I've only experienced it once.
You can angle yourself and run up a hill, like you won't walk.
I mean, I'm looking at this way. There's a mountain in Georgia called Currahee, and I tried to walk it. It's 3 miles. I got 2.5 miles walking it, and that was some of the hardest walking I've ever done in my life, because you constantly have to hold your own body weight up as you're going up the incline. It's fucking vicious. That's how those people train. They get really good at cardio.
Was somebody dying though?
No, nobody was dying, but if they were dying, I wasn't getting to them.
That's my point. But somebody's life is in fucking danger. I'm running. I don't care.
I agree with you, Jive. I think they should change the hills in DayZ a little bit. Like, I agree with Wings though, because it is hard to go up a hill. Like, even there's this little man-made hill that I walk to sometimes. It's like a little sledding hill in the park. Like, I could run up it, but maybe at half the speed. Like, not
exactly. I was just about to say that. Wings, it's a walk. You already know anyway. It's a walk. It's like a jog, like you're about to hit somebody in the head with a baseball bat. It's like one of those jogs. And it's a run. At least let us jog. At least let us do the jog or something. They're walking like they're fucking carrying somebody for a funeral. Like, that's how slow they're walking.
Am I not? I must have like +2 agility or something, because like I don't know about you, but when you walk upstairs, I like jump up 2 steps at a time.
Yeah, 2. I don't do
that. 2 at a time. I'm up those stairs pretty fucking quick. It's not like I do that on hills as well. I'm not like taking little strides. Like
Eddie,
and you
I'm
lean
bounding.
Could you do 7 stories of leaping up the stairs?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Could you do 7 stories of leaping up the stairs?
I could.
Well, I don't know. Whatever stairs I've done, I've usually done that.
Does UK even have skyscrapers? I'm sure London does.
Yeah, it's not like the 18th century. Come on.
I'm
saying, like,
it's not like the new
like villages, right? I mean, like, aren't they like villages, like little small towns and stuff?
We have metropolitan areas too.
Okay.
I'm positive I could run up 7 stories of steps.
7 stories is a lot.
I know.
That's 70 feet, right? Story is 10 feet?
Yeah.
It's like 10 feet, yeah. That's a workout.
We used to do that for football practice.
That's good. That's a nice workout. I wish I had access to 7 stories of steps.
For a guy like my size, it's actually easier to go up than it is to go down steps.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean.
Because like my stomach's on the front of me, so it actually pushes me forward. So I have to like counterbalance that with my back. And it makes me go down the steps faster than I want to, so I got to do quick steps, like almost like one of those running exercises.
I climb my stairs like a cat sometimes. I use my hands because it's carpeted, and I go up the stairs so many fucking times a day. I'll just start climbing it, and it's really easy to lean over and do it like that. Now I have another idea for DayZ. Wings, by the way, why didn't you play with this? I saw you were streaming.
I streamed last night. Well, not last night, but the night before, like 2 in the morning.
We're still playing. We're still playing because I gave you a raid at the end of it. But we'll figure it out. There's a really good session at DayZ. It was fun. Me, Jive, and Moho we're locking it down again. Anyways, when's the last time you guys rolled down a hill? Like
when I was
like a
8.
kid.
Now, I did it like last month or 2 months ago, and you go really fucking fast. Now in DayZ, if you're prone and you press Q, you do a rolling animation, and I feel like you should gain momentum going down a hill.
You also gain damage
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you get dizzy as fuck. Like, I was looking at the stars. That's why I was on top of the hill, and then I rolled down for some reason with Kelly. I don't know. My fucking stomach was itchy as fuck after that. But I tried to look at the stars, and like the whole universe just like slammed to the ground. It was really weird. I used to get dizzy as a kid. I think to get high. I don't know. Can anyone vouch? No one would just spin as a kid to like get turned up.
Yeah.
I would spin all the fucking time.
Fuck your equilibrium up.
And you try to like you do it on purpose and try to see if you could balance. You ever spin like your cat around or like a baby or something?
I spin
Little
fucking
kids.
Cold Cat. He always comes in my chair. Like I walk out the room for 2 minutes. He comes, sits right in my chair like he's got to take it over or some shit. And I get really mad. So one day, don't call PETA on me, but, I spun the chair a little bit, and I placed him down. I tried to drop him from, like, I don't know, a foot. Like, usually I just throw the cat, and it's good. This time, the cat, like, kind of kerplunks on the...
I just pictured the Batman shit.
Yeah.
I know, he went crazy.
I had a dog, and I had, like, a tennis ball type thing attached to a rope. And like it would bite it, and you'd fight with it to like get this thing. But I had this one dog which loved like I'd gain some momentum and start swinging the dog round, and I'd get to the point where the dog was completely off the like in the air by its mouth, right, just swinging it around, and it fucking loved it. It loved that shit, like, and it would never let go. I'd have to stop spinning. It would never let go. Like literally just a dog going round and round.
When you put him on the floor,
would it go crazy when you put him down?
I mean, he tried to like bite back and get the ball and whatever. He just saw it as some contest. I thought it was amazing that a dog just wouldn't give up, where they were just being spun around in the air. They're like, no, I'm not letting go.
Yeah, he probably loved that shit, boy.
Yeah,
like
awesome.
kids, you could see it in their eyes. Like when you spin them around. Then you put them down, and they be like, that should be hilarious. So it's a lot of flooding in your hood, ain't it, Wings?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I lucked out personally. I didn't even lose power. Like, a lot of people don't have power right now, and they probably won't have power for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah. I mean, it fucked grids up.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks without power. This guy in like.
Wait, Wings.
One step at a time, Jordy.
Wait, can I cut in here really quick? Now,
Please.
Did you get power because you were complaining 2 weeks ago about you having to pay a little bit extra because you're piggybaking off of somebody else's power? Is that the reason why you have power, or you just?
I have no clue. Usually, if it thunderstorms around here, we lose power.
Okay.
But some reason we have like the 1,000-year flood, and we don't lose power. It is what it is.
Maybe they wanted you to do the podcast show.
It was a hurricane.
Yeah.
Called Joaquin. And the hurricane basically pushed like this front into South Carolina. And like it ended up being worse than the hurricane itself. Like we would have been better off if the hurricane hit us.
That's crazy.
Like it rained for like 6 or 7 solid days. It's something like 24 inches of rain dropped in some areas. And like 18 dams broke, 13 people died. And like I get to see Nikki Haley, a Republican senator, begging for Obama for government assistance. It's wonderful.
If you guys want to
That
see
must be particularly satisfying.
Yeah.
If you want to see some pictures, go to Wings of Redemption's Facebook page. He's been posting a bunch.
I didn't post a bunch. I posted a few, but like I posted some that affected Conway. Like Conway was at least 6 inches underwater. The
How
entire
do people
city.
die during floods? Like, I understand floods that like send like tsunami levels of water through the streets and shit.
It's dumb rednecks. To be perfectly honest, the way
Do you reckon
die
it's that? Seriously, do you think it's because people are just stupid?
I can tell you now, like a couple of people that I know died because of things called sinkholes. Basically, what would happen is you come across a road that you're familiar with, and you see waters on the road, and you think, oh, the water's not high enough to fuck with the car. So instead of like, but you can't see the road because the water is brown because it has all kinds of mud and all kinds of stuff in it. It's not clear. It's not like ocean, Caribbean.
It's not like
water.
a normal puddle either.
Right,
A normal
right, it's not
puddle
like
you
a
can
puddle.
see through.
So he drives over the road, but the fact is the road's not there anymore. And his Dodge Stratus or something like that sinks all the way to the bottom. And then you have a thing called eternal pressure. Like the water pressure pushes up against the doors, and you have to wait till it equalizes before you can actually open the car door to get out, because of the pressure pushing in on the doors, and people drown that way because sinkholes and roads washing out, and they try to drive through them thinking the road's still there.
Hey, somebody posted on your page, Hope, her name's Hope or something. Oh, you shared it. You shared the picture.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just put it in the chat.
This is in Colombia.
Okay.
Was that shark real?
No, the shark wasn't real. The shark was fake. But the picture. This picture right here though is real. This is in Colombia. This is the Willow Creek Apartments, and yeah, they got something like, I don't know, what is that, 20 inches.
That's crazy.
I was talking to Wings about this before the cast. I think people just believe in their trucks too much. I mean, from the South, everyone has a truck, right, Wings? At least.
Well, most people have a truck in the South. Like most guys do. Like I live in a redneck, racist Christian community. You know,
it's amazing to me that you're who you are. It speaks volumes about the quality of your character.
And
like I had for some reason I just had a surreal image in my head. I was thinking, like, when you said like dumb rednecks, I just had this image of like rednecks being angry with puddles and shooting them. Like, they drive up in their truck.
I don't know. Let's shoot it.
Yeah, they drive up in their truck.
Dumb.
What are the two things that they have that solve every problem? A truck and a gun. So they try and use both against this puddle, and they're just shooting this puddle like it's not going away. What do we do? Drive through it. That's
they're making it bigger with the holes.
Yeah, they're shooting the road away.
Yeah. The reason I said this is because around where I'm from, if you don't have a truck, you're considered a faggot. Like that's the word they use. They will call you a faggot if you don't have a truck and you're a male where I'm from.
Wow.
Oh my God, you guys are so. What they call me, homophobic, man.
I did say this is what South Carolina's like. They don't like black people.
A faggot.
They don't like homosexuals. They're good, clean, Christian, Colombian people.
They can't all be like that.
How can Christians not like black people?
Mormons don't like black people, and there's a variation of Christianity. It's mainly because it's more of the Book of Mormon, but black people are considered the child of Satan.
Wow.
God damn.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, and also like in the Bible, you get into like Exodus and things like that. They teach you how to treat your black slaves or your Jewish slaves.
Slavery tips with the Bible. What a great show to have on cable TV. They
consider white to be purity and like black to be like the servant of white man. And
they're dark.
It's really fucked up, dude. And it's like also black people were notorious for being sorcerers or witches.
I am a sorceress.
You've got mail.
You're a sorceress?
Yeah, sorceress. A sorcerer. Whatever.
All I've heard is that Jive is equipped with quite a magic wand. That's all I'm
Yep.
Now, people make
pause.
People are making very poor choices. That's how we have 13 people dead. I don't know each case. I know that one case was a Dodge Stratus that, him and his wife died because they drowned in their car.
Okay.
But
that is tragic, but at the same time, it's like
why the fuck you have a Dodge Stratus driving around through floodwaters?
Everybody trying to get somewhere home or something.
That much. Like, I understand it's not like normal rain. Like, it's raining where I am now. Like, it's not people just like an Austin Powers movie, like staring up at the fucking rain, like, no, and the water's just gradually filling their mouth, and that's how they drown. Like, that's not happening. But like serious rain and flooding, how does that kill people? Why aren't there like? Why don't we teach people how to deal with this shit?
I went to Colorado a few years ago to Estes Park, and they had a huge flood on one of those rivers up there. Like, the river was like right next to the highway, so I got to see the destruction of fucking water. And if it's a flash flood coming down, like there was a house in the middle of a field for like a roof of a house for no reason. So it is very powerful. And if you get trapped in water, you're dead. Like, I got told so many times as a kid, like, don't go into the river if it's like flood, like if it's moving really fast. Maybe my mom was scared. Another thing my mom, this is just a side note, but my mom would always tell me, don't reach out if you drop like pennies or quarters when you're giving the like McDonald's drive-through people their money. Don't reach out because some kid like reached out, let off the gas, and then his head got smushed. And the first time I went to troll my mom, like the first time I went to the drive-through, I did that on purpose and she got so fucking scared.
Because she reached your hand out the car?
No, I reached it, like I went to give him money, but I dropped the money. So like I opened the car door to reach down to get the, the pennies from the floor, from the pavement.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then, your door can smush your head. Now, another thing. I was going to bring this up 2 weeks ago. We were talking about slavery. And slavery done right has brought us the show on Stitcher. He said Eddie would know what I'm talking about.
I know who that is. Okay. Yeah, he was a guest on LCP. He's a military man, a man of service. He's in Japan.
His name is Slavery Done Right.
It was a joke. He made a joke on LCP where like he paid for the Patreon for LagCon podcast when it was still LagCon and not Triggered, and he came on as a guest. And he's like an intellectual. He's a fan of the show, but he's got a similar sense of humor. And he basically turned up like trying to.
Didn't he? When he the dude that defended like the rebel flag?
Yeah, basically he came on to do that, but he wasn't serious. Like it wasn't like this guy actually believes that. He said, well, slavery could be done right, and he said it as a joke to get us all to laugh and like shout at him and stuff. Like he's not a racist.
There is a theory there. There's a theory there, but that's actually expressed in Fallout 3, the Pit DLC, how a person uses slavery to force people to build a city they wouldn't normally build, to have an actual level of protection, and then later on release them from slavery.
Yeah, the way he said it was.
Yeah, he said it in a comical way.
Yeah, he said it in a jokey way. But yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on Android now, you can access the show.
Is it bad that I'm on Android and I haven't even realized I can't listen to my own podcasts?
Fucking up, man.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. I should have pushed for that.
I want to end the cast because I got the Battlefront beta, but
Hold up. Did you see the... Sorry, but did you see the Android 6 camera? Front-facing camera? Oh, my God.
Android, but you mean the Galaxy 6?
The Galaxy S6.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, my goodness.
That's amazing.
The shit... It's clearer than I could see. Like,
yeah,
it's clearer than this.
Like, what's the point of having this anymore?
Yeah, my grandma's got one of those Galaxy S6s, and like you can have like a pitch black. I have a DSLR like right here.
Oh, it ain't fucking with that, but
it's got a $1,500 camera back in the day, And my grandma's phone on the auto setting takes a better picture than that. Like, but that will take a better picture. But you got to fuck with it. You got to do the shutter speed. You got to make the ISO right. You got to get the lighting right. My grandma's Galaxy 6 can be like this right here in the fucking pitch black.
Yo, the Galaxy 6.
Immaculate.
But I'm sure that camera's range.
Yeah.
Would shit on any camera.
Well, this also has
more
any megapixels and all that, so it doesn't degrade.
It's a high resolution, but you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it today, like, oh my, like. Me, I don't give a fuck. I got the 4, and it's cracked up, and like I don't care. I'll get a new phone when my screen break. But
I gotta get a new phone when the fucker dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when the phone just stays like this. Fuck. Like I'll get a new phone.
Don't upgrade your phone. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I got this HTC.
White boys look at he's got an iPhone 6.
Yeah. I got this HTC M8 like after a friend of mine got one. He went to teach English in Korea for a year, and he came back and he stayed at my house for a little bit while he waited to get another job overseas. And he got a new phone while he was over here, and he got one. And I was telling him, nah, man, iPhones are the shit. Like, and he got this phone, and I'm not joking. Like, I was like, this screen is better than my fucking gaming monitor. Like, it is fucking incredible. And like it's one of the fastest like devices I'd ever used. Like it never like lags or anything like that. I was like, I have to get one of these. This is fucking. It's it's more of a next-gen console than an Xbox One. Let me put it that way.
Well, can I make a point here?
Oh, that's fucked up. Come on, man.
Let me
on.
make a
It plays
point here.
1080p.
The reason these screens on the phones look so much better than your gaming monitor is they're a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It was
a joke.
It just looked very, very good.
Do you guys think the iPhone was the Xbox 360, and now we're going into like next gen? And I feel like the iPhone, it keeps on falling behind little by little.
I don't think so. I think the iPhone 6 is right up there with the Samsung Galaxy 6.
Yeah, it is right up there, but
It's a lot more expensive.
if this gap keeps on, like iPhone was number one, like undisputedly a few years ago.
Yeah, but it was
now-
against the BlackBerry back in the day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, the gap is closing, and
Here's the advantage that Android has over the iPhone, and I'll say that the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, like the 6 Plus, is a great phone. It's nearly $1,000, right? Let's not fucking forget, it's fucking expensive. Number two is runs on Google software, and the apps that you can get on it you can customize like literally everything. So if I just press the button and it shows my lock screen, right? That lock screen is a custom lock screen, okay? That I installed through an app that makes it act like an iPhone. So normally Google Android phones, when you get like an app that's like sending you push notifications, it doesn't come up on screen. And I was really nosed off by that. So I was like, App Store, what lock screen does this? Instant, free, bang, there you go. So that level of customization on an iPhone is unheard of. I can just put movies and music on this. I don't need to use iTunes. I don't need to do any of that crap. Like, I loved iPhones for a long time, but unless you've got the top model, right? Unless you've got a 6 or a 6 Plus, they're not as good, and they're really expensive, and they make you use all this bullshit. Like,
I had the 6
software.
Plus,
And
I think it was a waste. Like, it did crack right away, so that doesn't help.
With
But
the Bengate.
yeah, well,
anybody,
committed
sorry,
suicide. Wait, basically, the 6 Plus is too big. Like, I can't fit it in. I can fit it in pockets, but I can't fit it anywhere in my car. Like, it was always like diagonal. I got fucking 3 of these.
anybody who works in I talked to a couple people that work in stores that sell phones, and they tell you the Galaxy's better. Like the neck to neck, not the old guy. They said the one under, like say the Galaxy 5 is on par with the iPhone 6. And the Galaxy 6 is better than the iPhone 6. Like they say the Galaxy is like the same, but I got the Galaxy 4, so old shit. But did anyone hear about Young Thug? I had to bring this up.
I ain't hear no Young Thug.
Young Thug watching gay porn with his homies.
I
in
saw
the
this on
studio.
your Twitter because someone apparently in a news article used your
And
thumbnail.
look at that. Look at this. Everybody on Facebook is hitting me up. Everybody. This one dude like, yo, I swore this was you, and then linked me. And I looked at it like, oh my God. Like, why would they choose to use that thumbnail? You showing everybody, white boy?
Yeah, you're watching gay porn with.
But look at what I'm doing. It's like I'm like, yo, his shit is like this. Why would they do that?
Young Thug is kind of feminine.
He is. He's a faggot.
Like
Awkward.
Wait, no, he was watching gay porn. Like what?
Like where was he busted at watching gay porn? That's the question.
I don't know if it's a rumor or whatever, but why would they choose to use that? That's what I'm worried.
I mean,
about.
because
I
I'm
don't
looking
think-
at it like this. I'm like, everybody's watched gay porn at some point in their life.
No,
Even if you've never
No.
like, just looked at it.
never.
I can't say that I have either.
Yeah.
You've
I-
never
I-
looked at it either.
Never
I see,
in my
no,
life.
when I'm looking down and I'm looking for blowjob, I see gay. You know, the category on Pornhub, but
Yeah.
that's about it. I see the cock.
You
in his
never
mouth,
got
and I'm
a
like,
gift. You never went to like meatspin.com by accident because somebody clicked on it.
No.
Or like
yeah.
sent you that fake
I got the
website.
64.
Yeah.
No, I
your high
never.
school?
have.
You don't know what meatspin.com is, do you, John?
No. I watched the midget porn before. That shit is fucking hilarious. That
You know
shit
what
is
I think's
hilarious.
Very
about
rare.
midgets? what I think is out of order about midgets, here I'm going to offend the entire midget community with this one sentence, is that I don't think it's fair that you can be a midget and have a normal sized dick. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Everything else is normal but their bodies.
That's quite a lot that isn't normal, I've got to say.
Like the girls
everything about them. I know their minds and their brains and everything. That's fine, but like, I'm just saying it's a bit out of order. Like, someone showed me this video where this guy was like a midget, and I swear his dick was bigger than one of his legs. Like, I swear.
and they're regular size. Everything else is regular size but their bodies. What if girls got fat asses? I'd be like,
they got their fucking little fingers.
I couldn't have sex with a midget if
their
it was
hands
porn
like
or something.
bent.
Well, with a female.
Yeah, just imagine getting a female midget and you fucking her from behind doggy style, and you just looking at her like feel like you're fucking 8-year-old or something.
I fucked a dwarf.
That's the same thing.
Didn't.
No, it's not.
What's the difference?
A dwarf is picture me, but just way smaller. But everything is still proportion. Like a midget, they got a big ass head and like. I'm sorry.
I don't even think midget's the preferred term. I think we're going into.
I think dwarfism is the term they won't be. I think dwarfism is the term.
No, but dwarfs are little people too, so we gotta separate the.
Yeah.
Like a dwarf is what, 4'6"? Is it 4'6" or 4'5"?
Are you talking about the mythical creatures, dwarves? Because I've never.
Not like Christmas and you see a dwarf.
Not like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, right?
No, like I'm talking about like.
I was going to ask that. Like, did she have a beard? No,
not that kind of dwarf. They're like just like literally, she's like a little.
She's just a small person.
She didn't eat her vegetables.
We call those short girls or shorties, where I come from.
Yeah, but she's real short. She's like 4. I think she's 4'5". That's when you're legally a dwarf, or I think it's dwarf.
I don't know. It just seems weird. Like you'd be fucking like a little kid or something because
she got a fat ass, and
if she had like a really nice ass and a huge rack, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. And she's cute. Like it was nice. It was a good experience.
Back to Young Thug.
Real easy.
Back to Young Thug.
So what did you do, Jive? You just reviewed this picture? Like, why is your face like by his cock?
I did. This was a whole vlog. I did.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm sure if you put Young Thug, gay.
Did they link you?
Find my my vlog.
Like, what website were you featured on here?
First thing that comes up is Young Thug. Why Young Thug is not gay by the Rundown.
Young Thug. Hold on.
These bitches got like a 30-second intro.
Hip hop gay. Put is hip hop gay. That's when it'll come right up.
I can't find it. I see the Elliot.
So,
They got pictures of Young Thug in like drag.
yeah, he's a freak.
I mean, he might not be gay, but he might be bisexual.
He gay, man. Well, he's bisexual. That's gay though. Bisexual is gay.
And just one takes over the other, right?
Holy shit! You got 50,000 views on this.
Like your opposite. Like if you have a black. Like if you have a black and white baby, and you're black, right? And you're talking about somebody else, he's white. But if you're white and it's a black and white baby,
there's
he's black.
There's a very shitty term for a black and white baby, which I don't agree with. It's called a mulatto. And the reason I don't agree with that is mulatto is a Latin word for a mule.
Yeah, so it implies like
Mixed breed.
Infertility and sterility, sorry.
Yeah. And it's like, I always thought that was fucked up. Like the proper term.
We don't have that over here.
Mulatto.
The term that was used for a long time in England, which I don't even think was like. Maybe I was just naive when I was younger, but I never thought it was insulting. That was called half caste here. You were called half caste.
Like a half-caste guy?
Yeah, so you were like mixed, half caste. So you weren't one or the other. You were both.
I don't understand the whole racial ideology. I don't understand why this is such a big deal with people, even in this point in day and age.
I was thinking about this. Did you guys see that rant video by Minnesota Boy who was like, fuck white people? Did you see that?
I have not seen that video.
Right, okay, so he does basically say fuck white people. And I was watching it and I was like, he's like, any of you white people watching this who don't think I'm talking about you, I am talking about you, fuck you. And I'm like, okay, well.
What culture is Minnesota Boy?
Black American.
Oh, black. Because when I think Minnesota, I think white people.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I've never even heard of him before.
Like Swedish people. He's like a GTA YouTuber, and it was someone showed me it, and I was like, the politics of division are so powerful.
Oh, he's not a rapper?
No, he's a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
And I was just watching him, and I was like, the politics of my tribe versus your tribe are so powerful. They speak to such like a primal part of our mind and our psychology that, like, if you get that kind of thinking encouraged in you from an early age, it's very difficult to deprogram in anyone. It doesn't matter what race they're from. If they're taught to distrust those outside the group, right? That kind of programming is so difficult to kind of erode away. Like, it goes back to the time where we were isolated tribes fighting over resources. Like that, it's a primal part of our psychology as like mammals. You know, you see like groups of primates living in the same area will fight. Like they'll kill each other. They'll kill each other's kids. You know, they'll do all that kind of stuff. And that's just instinctual behavior within mammals. That's what they do. So it's the fact that we're still animals. That's why it affects us. That's why racism still exists, because it's a part of our intrinsic psychology.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't you think reasoning would eventually trump that?
Well, you would like to think so, right? But
Yeah.
you know, it's also evidence to the contrary. You know, like I don't think I've ever seen like most young. It's a big thing in England, right? Mixed race kids, like black and white, playing for the English national team, black people playing for the English national team. That was controversial back in the late 70s, early 80s. It's not now, right? We've had black football captains, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of our best players are mixed race, right? So they're both black and white. And they're like, they seem to be just better than either their black or white parents. They're better in every way, because what happens with genetics, I don't know if you know this, is the wider net that you cast with the amount of different genes, the better the result, right? So the narrower the gene pool, the more stupid you get, the more inherent diseases and defects, because genes are essentially copying themselves over and over again. You get generation loss. The more genetics that you have, the stronger the individual to come from it. So essentially, all these mixed race kids are just better. They're better, stronger, faster, smarter. And I'm like, how has that not trumped all racism ever? Right? That is the ultimate evidence-based argument. It's just better people.
Well, that's also gang mentality. It's like, why do kids get into gangs knowing that usually gangs turn out badly? Or why do people do drugs because it turns out badly? It's like I said, it's indoctrination, it's peer pressure, it's this programming built inside of you. And like I was going to go on the spiel, like, me and Jive, we are less different than Chevy and Ginger. Chevy and Ginger are more different as species, and they're both considered dogs. Ginger's a Pekingese and a poodle, while Chevy's a Labrador Retriever. They are more different than me and Jive, but to a racist eyes, me and Jive are night and day.
Are there different species of human, or is it just like we're all human?
We're all humans that have mutated.
Yeah. So what humans do, the reason why there are black and white people and Asian, the reason why we have racial characteristics is because we come from the same genus, right? So we come from the same root species. But what happens is that all the different races are they're localized to their environment. So the reason why Kenyans and Ethiopians are very tall, slender, and have big lungs is because where they live, there's massive distances in between water sources, all that kind of stuff. So their bodies adapted to their environment to change so that they could run marathons essentially all the time without it being difficult for them. Whereas like people that live in Peru, that live in very low air density environments, have huge lungs, right? And can handle exercise that floors Europeans, right, at the same altitude. So we come from the same root, but all of us are adapted to our environment. So people with darker skin, the darkest skin comes from places in the hottest weather, right?
Around the equator.
Around the equator. And the whiter someone is because they're from further north, so the coldest regions, because white skin deals with the cold better. White skin actually recovers from being cold much faster than black skin. Whereas the opposite is true. If you go to a very hot climate, black people recover from being very, very hot much quicker than, say, I would. So
and they also have a very good resistance to sunburning.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's because we're a product of our environment. We're the same. It's just we come from we've grown up in a different place. So we are all, yes, in the answer to your question, we are all humans. It's not species. That would, like, back in the 19th century, they used to say, like, oh, well, black people are a subspecies, right, because of racist ideology that Europe and the white people were the best, right? That's part of our cultural heritage. But it's not true, right? It was always a lie. The truth is that we come from the same root and we're just adapted locally to where our races grew up.
Then what's the Neanderthals? That's a different species of human?
No, they're a primate.
Okay.
Like us, but they are a different tree branch.
Okay.
And we destroyed them. Homo sapiens destroyed the Neanderthals because our brain functions, our higher brain functions, were more developed than theirs. So we organized and destroyed them.
Now, what would happen if one of those Neanderthals fucked a human? What would that baby be?
It'd be a mixed breed.
A humanderthal.
A humanderthal.
With the biggest cock you ever seen.
Or a sapiathal, or whatever. Whatever Latin name they give it.
I'm pretty sure it's happened, but it just wasn't enough to keep the bloodline going.
No, there's a few of them out there. I fucking see their beards, those long beards that are like.
Well, it'd be more the forehead.
Yeah, the forehead's there. That's wrinkly.
Right, their eyebrow.
Their eyebrow is like 3 inches thick.
Yeah.
Asian said he liked the Asian turkey thing too. He's like, I'm Asian. I like that Asian turkey. I forgot I even did that shit. You ever read the comments and be like, what? And they say something you said, but you like kind of forgot you even said it or did it.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Quite a lot.
I'd be like, huh?
I hate when people ask me about stuff that happened on PK. Remember when this happened on PK?
Yeah, PKA 12. Like, no.
I don't remember doing PKA 12.
Are you telling me you haven't watched all your episodes of the podcast show?
No.
I watch it at least 3 times.
I listen. I sit back and listen to them, but I never like watch the whole thing all the way through. Like I'll skim through. Like people will leave timestamps. Like, oh, white boy crazy, and timestamp 20 minutes. I can't believe Eddie just said that. 55 minutes, and I'll like go to those parts that stand out to people, and then I'll just be in the comments.
I don't watch them, but I had to watch the first episode because I had to edit every single line of audio because it was so messed up. I watched that like 4 fucking different times. It was horrible, but
look how far we came, man.
Look at it. I got a new mic.
I was gonna say, do you want to tell us about your new mic? I heard you got a new mic. No more kicking.
It sounds good.
It sounds really good.
Yeah,
what is it, White Boy?
Rode. I'll put an Amazon affiliate link in the description.
Is it a Rode Procaster?
Put it in there. Pause.
It's a Rode.
There's
no numbers to it. HC, something like that. I don't know. It's a USB. There's not a mixer to it.
Never mind. I don't want a USB.
See, I can't. Every
What's
time
wrong with USB mics?
They shitty.
Like you can't
like my
customize it.
My Yeti's-
Someone timestamp
better.
that. Someone
getting better, but-
timestamp.
They getting better. This is better than a USB mic, and this
Yeah, that's a Phantom Power mic. I got one of those.
This
I
is
hate
like-
that motherfucker.
Hey, you probably got the wrong XLR cable, man.
I got the cable. I got the
Unless you-
cable and everything.
Look, this
Yeah,
is
but you
Jive.
probably
This
got
is
the wrong one.
this is Jive being a musician, right? Hating on vocal mics, right? The thing is that XLR mics are better, and it's not about phantom power or anything like that, but they're only better generally because of either the built-in preamps or the preamp that you're running them through, right?
Bingo.
That's why they're better. They're higher resolution, essentially. USB microphones like the one I've got have built-in preamps, which usually manufacturers save on the components because they want to keep the cost down, etc., etc. But
Easy.
we're talking about podcast vocal mics. Like, there are vocal mics for singers that are like $28,000, right? So you can go to the infinite of like, it's like sometimes it reminds me of like Lefty and his 1080p obsession. You know, you can obsess about the quality, or you could just turn it on and talk.
I think the biggest thing that I like about it is the arm. I got the same arm that Eddie has, the Rode Podcaster arm.
Yeah, it's great. I
Boom,
love being
like-
able to just like move it around.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just like
very, very good.
Before I
Fuck,
had
my arm all dumb.
this
I got a music stand.
Hey, you look like Tina Turner with that fucking stand.
Does that get in your way, Wings?
No. When I'm not using the mic, I unplug it and I sit it back there somewhere.
Like I had
Sit it
this.
back there.
This was on my desk, and it would just pick up all the clicks and clacks.
Yeah, and the desk, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Like,
need
that's
one
a-
of these. What this microphone is in a rumble cage, and that because
Oh
mine's-
yeah, shock mount.
yeah, shock mount. Mine's attached to my desk, so if I hit my desk, you should hear it, but it's much lessened by that.
Yeah.
Mic talk on the podcast show. We never thought it would happen. It
Well,
just
I always feel like I'm behind the
Podcast
game because
show.
I'm using a Blue Yeti, but it works. It fucking
the
works.
Blue Yeti is fine.
The only
was the-
thing about the Blue Yeti, it could be a cat outside meowing. It will pick the motherfucker up.
That is the problem because like I'll hear my air conditioner and I'll be like,
Yo,
yeah, like in your video, I'm like, my air conditioner isn't that loud. like it hears
If that's
better
the
than I
case, turn
do.
your gain down. Generally,
Yeah, my gain is. I keep my gain all the way down. Yeah, it's all the way down.
Yep, that fucking shit. The Blue Yeti pick up everything, and the Blue Snowball, Blue whatever. I guess that company.
But like I've always wanted to upgrade mics, just like so I had to be like right on top of it. For it to pick me up.
That's what I hated about that's what I like about this is like it's out the way. Before, if I wanted it
I
in
just
my
don't want
face,
my air conditioner to be picked up because usually isn't a problem, but every now and then you'll hear it and it's like this whole shit's ruined.
Wait, hold on. I hear it a little bit, but it's not that bad. Like sometimes my central air is like
That's it. That's what I was talking about. The central wear, not the air conditioner. It never picks that one up. It picks the one up outside in the hall.
Does it pick your fan for your computer up? Like,
But I have 13 fans in my computer, and they
Damn.
all are flowing at a really low speed.
I bought a new PC. I figured I should try a little bit harder on my setup. I got some new lights coming. I got this mic. I'm thinking I'm going to 2 PCs.
We'll try something.
you're fucking try hard.
Yeah, I got some these LED lights with like right now.
they're so bright. By the way, you won't be prepared for how bright LED lighting is. It's fucking.
Yeah, I
unreal.
got something on my gaming PC. They're down there though.
No, I mean, but lighting kits, like actual lighting panels with LEDs, are seriously bright.
Like you ever play a game, Night Bright, where you
All
put
right,
in
guys. I'm going to put it on top of my PC. Tell me if you can hear it.
All right.
No.
God damn.
Wow,
I should have
That's good.
upgraded. Like I bought this.
we
PC.
can't hear you, but we can't hear.
It's amazingly quiet, right?
That's very good.
I was thinking. I
Honestly,
should've-
like I thought I would at least hear the vibration from the actual tower, but
What
I
were you
didn't
saying,
hear
White Boy?
shit.
I should add some fans to my fucking PC build if it like.
Did you know the bigger the fan,
Yeah.
the less noise it makes?
Really?
Yeah. The bigger the fan, the bigger the blades, the less noise it makes
Yeah,
in a PC.
Yeah, I bought because I got a big
God,
case
dude.
and I could get some bigger fans. I just got like the default I don't know. Like when you're buying a PC, it seems like the professional wiring. Like, what the fuck am I paying for? You're putting my setup together. Like, there's professional wiring. There's like all these little charges that they get you with that. I saved a little bit of money.
I paid for like my PC. I paid like the equivalent of like $40 to have someone put it together and install Windows, and I was like, that to me is worth it. To have it delivered and I'll be able to turn it on, plug everything in, turn it on, and it works. That's better.
Yeah, 'cause I would fuck it up. Like I can't show it, but this light is missing a light bulb in it. That one's have like one of the light bulbs like hanging down.
Some people say you're not really a PC gamer until you've built your own PC. I'm like, good. I'm glad I'm not one. I'm glad.
You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are pretty quiet to be this cheap.
I got a couple.
Well, they're
of
big fans though. They're not the smaller ones.
They come with that pin. You don't really screw it in.
Yeah.
Eddie, I was gonna ask you.
No, they got like resistance, kind of like this.
I got blue lights all in mine, blue neons.
Yeah, these are red.
See, that's another thing they get you with the lights. Like, okay,
I don't have any lights in my computer.
It looks cool for it's always got to look cool, but like I'm not looking at my PC that much. But Eddie, I was gonna ask you, 120 hertz monitor or 240? Like I upgraded everything. I figure I should upgrade.
Let
my
me explain
gaming
something
monitor.
to you.
240 hertz?
No, 144 hertz, 1080p. The best panel you can get. It will change your life.
Oh God, Eddie's turning into lefty.
Oh yeah.
Eddie's turning into lefty.
I was sitting thinking about this day. Eddie's lefty, Jive is Kyle, White Boy is Woody.
You was just on there, weren't you?
Yeah, we're just on there.
That's good, man. That's what's up.
Show 250. How'd it go, man?
I thought I did terrible because there was like this improv game, and I'm terrible at improvisation, which is kind of strange because I can make up usually raps on the fly. Yeah. But if you're asking me to make up like a hit movie on the fly, I'll be like, you get two people and they start fucking, everybody will watch it. You know?
Hey, look, I'd pay to see it.
What was it, 5 hours?
Yeah, it was like 5 hours, but it was over 2 days.
So these two, tell me more about these two people who are fucking Wings. I'm intrigued now.
Well, one is a bachelor and the other is a low quality Latin maid. They found love because she was like shipped over in a box.
Because she's just drop dead gorgeous Latina
because
woman. I am definitely.
You know, it's pretty much made in
Manhattan. Can I pre-order my ticket to this movie?
It's pretty much made in Manhattan, but with a better woman than Jennifer Lopez.
Does anyone else? Right. Let's just talk about J-Lo for a little bit. Right. Does anyone else think just by looking at her, is this out of order? Okay, YouTube, is this out of order? I look at her and I go, "You're probably not a nice person." I don't know what it is. I just look at her face and I think, nah, she's probably a cunt.
This is going to sound a little racist, but I'm afraid of Latin women.
Why?
Because I'm always afraid they're going to stab me because they're all really ill-tempered.
The reason I'm afraid of them is they get pregnant real fast. Yo,
dude, all my 7th Street friends, they have like 8 babies each. Like,
all
my godmother has
get pregnant quick.
My godmother has 8 of them, or no, 7 of them.
Is that because they're all Catholic?
It's because they're drunk most of the time when they fuck, probably.
No, they just fertile like a motherfucker, man.
Because I was asking
this. They ass and they get pregnant.
So I was wondering this.
He'll find a way.
Definitely.
It will leak down into
it. Leak, yeah, I was about to leak that. Oh shit, there it is. Dig a hole. Swim right in that motherfucker. But I heard Halle Berry is a fucking mean bitch, man.
Yeah.
Well, she's paying like what? $28,000 a month in child support?
Didn't she hit somebody with a car?
Right.
Like a husband?
What I find hilarious about this is that she broke up with, I'll be objective as I can. Her ex-husband is one of the most attractive men I've ever seen. He is like a fucking god. He looks like a god. He was a male model, right? He's like legit any girl would fuck this dude. Right, so Halle Berry's like with this guy. She breaks up with him, and she has to pay him like $30,000 a month.
That's
right?
what she get.
That's why she's so fucking mad. Like, you think he was all, cut up about it? Sorry, I'll go into any area where there are women and pick up a younger version of you, Hallie. There we go.
What about the dancer did that, right? With Britney. Kevin Feathers. Featherline.
Yeah, I was like thinking more about the skit with Dave Chappelle and Oprah. Where Oprah calls Dave Chappelle and tells him he's pregnant. He's like, "Oh man, baby, I'm sorry. Could you give me an airplane ticket? And when you get off, can you have a limo waiting for me when I get off the plane? Because I don't like the rent cars." It's like,
I can't really remember. My funniest Dave Chappelle shit was when he was the black KKK dude.
That
my
was so funny.
If I was Oprah, I would invest in like condoms because every man in the world wants to bust inside you.
Well,
It's
Oprah
probably
Winfrey.
too late now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's too old to have kids.
Yeah, she's too old now, but like that's like shooting a gold mine.
Shooting.
Yeah, I'll get her pregnant. Definitely. Not gonna lie about that.
Like
But
you get
didn't
child
Holly?
support.
Right. Didn't Holly hit somebody with her car like a husband?
I don't think
She's crazy.
Yeah, she is known to be what I classify as a crazy bitch.
And what's her name? I think David Justice. He was a famous baseball player. I think he said she was crazy and she wanted to fuck too much. Some shit like that. Like, how do you wanted to fuck too much?
Well, apparently, sports people, some sportsmen won't have sex like 3 days before. Yeah.
Like, don't fighters do that a lot?
Yeah, like, so from that perspective, she might have wanted to fuck too much. Like, he's like, I can't because I've got a game. And she's like, I don't care. Look at these. All that shit. Nice problem to have, I got to be honest. God damn it. Halle
Speaking of
Berry
DraftKings, there's a link in the thing.
God, my life's so hard.
Holy shit.
Apparently, Mr. Oh So Handsome cleaned up on DraftKings this week.
I inspired him. He needed that 1v1.
Oh, so handsome. He said he'll buy us a game or something.
Yeah, he cleaned up. He made like half a grand.
Damn, he made fucking 460. You motherfucker.
Remember, guys,
36 of that's
DraftKings.
mine. Motherfucker.
Tell him to buy you a knife or something. Buy you some cases.
I'll take cause he man, we I'm not gonna lie, we got some real supportive fans.
Yeah, we do.
Like crazy, because y'all know I stream randomly. I log on and that shit said 4 people subscribed, and it was like I was just chilling, and then my phone was like, PayPal alert, you got 2 donations for $20 each. And I'm like, I'm not even streaming. These people just donating and like Mr. So Handsome, people like him. And it's another one that supports all of us. Is Louis V. Verdure. Louis V was one of the donators. Yeah, and I think Also Handsome was one. And Verdure, he subscribed to, I think, everybody.
You got a sub button now? When was that, Jive? Recently, right?
I got a sub button when I first got a partnership like a while ago.
Okay.
I got a bro sub button though, like.
Well, my sub button was a bro sub button.
Yeah, like,
it doesn't matter how they got it.
I'm just a cool motherfucker. Like, it's not.
I had a sub button before. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I actually asked for it because I didn't. But like, I could have had one as soon as I.
Yeah, I asked for it. I was like, "Yo, give me a sub button too," and they was like, "All right, there you go."
Yeah, I wish we did the cast like 2 days, like, because Star Wars I think is going to be a huge thing.
I haven't played it yet.
I'm watching it, man. It looks so great. I mean, I played it.
How long is that NDA you got, white boy?
Well, I can talk. The beta's out now, and I played pretty much the same build, so I can kind of talk about it a little bit. If you're a hero is Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader. That's an NDA that I can't. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I know they didn't want me to say too many.
Hold up, but by the time this comes out,
you know that Jack Frags has talked about all of this.
Yeah.
Look, by the time it comes out, this will be out.
Now, I got a question.
So you can talk about it, right?
Well, I did play a build. There was like options that weren't
Fuck that.
in the beta. But I was listening to them. They had the PlayStation live stream Battlefront yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was kind of cool because I met both of the people that, like, the guy that worked at PlayStation and the community manager for EA. I know both of them a little bit. But they were like, oh, the guy from EA was talking about the characters and who they revealed and who they didn't. I don't want to go too in depth. Okay, I could say Boba Fett is a hero.
Yeah, they've announced Boba Fett.
Now that might get me to buy the game, 'cause I love fucking Boba Fett.
Wing said, adjust your microphone if Boba Fett's in there. No, you might see me destroy Boba Fett. Like we're trying to get like these epic moments, and if you guys don't know, the heroes are tanks. They take like, I don't know, they have 100 health. Maybe a regular character has 10 health. It seems like they're so powerful, and you can block bullets with lightsabers, and some of them. I can't say that, but you can block with bullets with lightsabers, so it's really difficult to kill these people.
How do you get a hero?
You get a
They're
hero.
random tokens on the map.
Yeah, kind of like think of Halo. You know how they have the super weapons, but they're not in specific.
So
Do you
places.
control the hero, or is he just like a
No, you control him.
You control him, and he's badass. You can throw lightsabers at people. You kill people with the fucking Force.
So
Like
everybody's like a stormtrooper, and then there's these hero icons on the map.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker's fucking jumping. Like, there's a boost jetpack that you can like really like up and away 10 times bigger than an advanced warfare jump, but you only get it once per 30 seconds, 15
If
seconds.
two
whatever.
heroes fight, say if Vader and Luke fight, and they do their heavy attack at the same time, they'll go into a lightsaber duel, and it's whoever presses the button fast enough. Essentially, just like a quick time event, and then whoever wins will knock the other hero out.
There's a few of those events.
Could some of the vehicles destroy the heroes really easily?
Yeah, I was in a walker tank, biggest thing in the world, huge. If you guys don't know Star Wars, it's really devastating. Basically, I let down like just missile upon missile. It did take a while, but I think this guy was mad. He was like in the middle of the field, and I just kept on hammering him with the tank. But it took a long time to kill him. It's not easy. So like my moment on Boba Fett, I switched to my star card. In this game, you have a hand. A hand is basically your create a class. Almost all the rifles don't seem you can't really change it up too much. But there's a lot of different rifles that, like, whatever you want. You want a 3-burst weapon with a scope on it. You want a 3-burst weapon with iron sights. They pretty much have all that, but your hand is controlled by L1 and R1 and triangle. R1 you can assign to whatever you want. Right now I'm watching Summit play. He has a one-shot sniper rifle. And his L1 or R1 right now is a grenade for him. You could switch that to your jetpacks. You could switch it to whatever you want. And then triangle gives you an upgrade on your weapon. So basically you can have a more refined recoil pattern. You can have like explosive bullets that do more damage. You can have a personal shield. I forgot what else is there, but there's a lot of different ones that you can choose from. And then when you're a hero, you basically have those same. You don't have those same abilities, but you have different abilities. Like L1 would be Darth Vader throwing his lightsaber, and R1 would be choking him. And like you can do basic melee attacks with like square. There are a few characters that it's not all the heroes don't have lightsabers. Han Solo has a gun that it's really good. He just blasts people. Yeah, this one-shot sniper rifle is sick, but like you can only use it every 30 seconds or whatever, but you only get one shot in it. I wish you could use it a little bit more.
I got a question. This is the question that's probably if I'm gonna get the game or not. And this is probably like a yes or no question. Is it childish or skilled?
It's definitely skilled. Like the aiming is not like Call of Duty aiming where it's like
so it's
you log on.
Battlefield aiming.
It feels like Battlefield. Like it's kind of
The
clunky.
time to kill isn't that short either.
Yeah, it's kind of clunky.
As Battlefield then.
Yeah, I mean it's made by DICE. It looks beautiful. The engine looks great. It 60 frames a second.
You can also go first person to name down sight if you want.
Yeah, you can go. It's weird. You could. I'm watching Summit play right now. He's in third person, but then you can go to first person if you want.
Is it like DayZ? Like how you're third person and then when you ADS it just
Yeah,
you can have it either way. I think
it's first person by default, but you can. There's taunts like left, right on the D-pad.
Oh,
like,
it's taunts.
You can do like like Destiny, how you can do the shake and whatever. You can do
dancing and shit.
You can. I don't know if you can flip people off, but you can do a lot of stuff like that. It's very. Another thing that's cool. You can play, as a stormtrooper, but there's so many other characters. Not talking about the heroes, but you can play as like, a green fucking squid looking person. You can play as a. I don't know. There's any character you've seen in fucking Jabba the Hutt's bar. You can play as any of those guys. And it Star Wars is like it's a series that I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I started rewatching the movies preparing for this game, and everything's just like the exact same. Like the gun sound really similar. They've been really harping on and trying to let people know that basically they take everything from the actual archives in the Lucasfilms archives, like the actual props, and they did some kind of photo scan where it's like an exact replica, and it's pretty dope if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, it looks. I'm on Summit's Twitch right now watching the footage. I'm like, this looks fun.
And it's fast. Like it's 40 players on. Like there's some game types where it's 8 on 8, and they said that was their small game type, and that's Call of Duty's Ground War. You can't even do Ground War on fucking previous gen anymore on COD.
Can't even play the campaign.
It's fast as it's really fast paced, and it seems like there's always.
But they
action.
still charge full fucking price.
Oh, Darth Vader just popped up. You see that?
Yeah.
I
think that's out of order. Can we talk about that? Just
Yeah,
I know people hate
I thought it was out of
talk.
order too, because I was on the PS3 store the other day, and I'm like, it's like buy Black Ops 2 for $59.99. I'm like, you giving me half a game here.
Look at that graphics, and we watching this on Twitch.
Dude, the snow,
God.
look if you get the beta,
we were going to talk
the
about
snow.
that, Geordie, but everyone's been sucked into Battlefront. No,
I haven't seen the game yet.
Selling it on previous gen, if it's only the
Oh my
multiplayer, surely the
God.
price has got to go down.
Yo, look at this graphics, and this is. It is on Source, but I'm watching this on like a fucking stream. Let me full screen it, see how it look. Still look good.
Oh, and it has that Battlefield aspect of it. Like you can definitely tell that DICE made this because there's always another a battle going on. Like you could be a jet player in like what's the map? I don't know.
Yeah,
Battlefield
I know
3.
what you mean.
You can only be in the jet if you want to. This game you have to find the power-ups, like the same power-ups that give you the hero ability to become, Luke Skywalker or whoever you want to be.
Who the fuck is this Summit kid?
You don't know Summit?
I know this. I was waiting for the link, so I decided to go to like Twitch TV/Summit, and his name popped into my bar, and I've never been to his shit before. I want that to be on my shit, but
People find them
50,000
entertaining. I
people.
don't.
He's like one of the biggest people on Twitch. He's a former Halo pro. He plays a lot, and he was pro in CS
He's
as well.
really good at any PC
Armor
game.
and DayZ
Yeah.
and H1Z1.
Usually he gets 20,000 viewers, but obviously Star Wars has some hype behind
Yeah,
it.
it's some hype.
I mean, Syndicate's streaming right now, and he's got 11,000.
Yeah, imagine if fucking Lyric was streaming this shit.
I think this guy's bigger than Lyric, actually, isn't he?
Nah.
They
Lyric pulls more views than him.
They go back and forth. You can definitely tell there's some competition. They throw shots at him. I heard.
Lyric always has 30.
Yeah, Lyric was
Always.
He said it was cringeworthy to have like a intro of yourself like with highlights, and that's like directly like Summit does that. A few other people do it. I don't know. What do you guys feel about that? Like
That's not cringy.
If I
Fuck
had
off.
to-
The only cringy
No.
thing
I
is
had to
wearing
be
your own
a-
apparel.
I had to be
wearing
a big
like.
I'd rather be lyric.
Dude, my whole life is in a goat t-shirt. I love that.
Yeah, but the goat T-shirt, it doesn't. It's not just a T-shirt saying White Boy 7th Street.
Okay. I had a t-shirt that said at White Boy 7th Street.
No, that's promoting your Twitter. That's different.
That was back in the day.
That's pretty cringy. Like if I had one of my T-shirts with like my Mega Man face, I wouldn't wear that. I'd make Zoe wear it.
You think that's cringy to promote your
Yeah,
Twitter?
a little bit. Wearing your own apparel is a little too far for me.
Who's got to get it out there though? Like that's one of the thing like why I thought I sold a bunch of t-shirts and why I still do decent is like people always see it. They always see it on me and they get like, how else are you got to promote your t-shirts? Hey,
White boy for president.
My business card back in the day.
Yeah, his business card. I ain't gonna flip it over because it's got personal information, but it says on the front 100 million plus views. How well does this equal up now?
It's at like 600,000 or 600 million now. But yeah, I put it in bold. I thought it was cool. A cool thing I did with that business card is on a skit, a Black Ops 2 skit. Like I used to make these videos like real life gameplay, basically to get the fucking views from the search result. Because I would put Black Ops 2 gameplay, then at the end skit or parody or whatever. Anyways, so I snuck up behind somebody with the silenced P90 in real life. Obviously, it's a BB gun, and I shoot him, and then I leave my business card on the guy. I thought that was
That's hot.
pretty cool.
You know, I might be doing Twitch wrong because this guy doesn't even talk to the chat. He's just sitting there playing the game.
Well, he's good, and I think you can do that. Like, you can be good at the game. Like, I think anybody can be big on Twitch and successful if, you know, Wings, you have
like,
that wait, hold on.
I would do Twitch more if I didn't have to talk to the chat.
You have that initial, 300 to 600 people, and if you're good at the game, people would watch you. I think people like the gambling streams, but I think they also liked how, like, every time I was saying, okay, this is what you do, 11 versus 6. I double, and if it was an 8, I would not double. But, like, being very informative, that's a huge market on Twitch. Like, look at League of Legends. None of these people are entertainers, really. PewDiePie, he's entertaining. Like, they have their moments, right? But they're like us, we're all primarily trying to be entertaining, talking to the chat. Wings has a skill thing with him on like Fallout and stuff like that. But
Any game I play. If I play a game, I'm going to try to be the best humanly possible.
yeah, but you have to master. Like, you're playing a lot of these games for the first time, or you haven't mastered them yet. These people have well, no one's mastered Star Wars yet, but Summit's a master at CS:GO. He was a master at whatever, like H1Z1. He's one of the best in the world.
It's an Armor where he grew. Armor is where he grew.
I remember him playing a lot of Armor.
I would think CS:GO was where he grew, right?
But I thought he was a CS:GO pro, and he usually...
No. See, I mean, I could be wrong, but originally he was a Halo pro.
Okay.
Right, way back when, and when he grew, like DayZ and the Armor games grew a lot of people on Twitch, and he came from Armor. He's also good enough at CS:GO to play at the pro level. He played, I say pro, NA pro scene, and and at that, not on a top NA team, on like a tier 3 NA pro.
Let's test Eddie's man card here.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you could take Summit at CS:GO?
No way. No way. I'm not even global yet. I'm supreme.
So this guy
I am
is better
playing
than
in
you.
Europe though, so that's the thing. Like even matchmaking like in Europe.
I
is
thought
harder.
Europeans were better at CS:GO than Americans.
Yeah.
But that's usually the consensus on everything. I always heard European COD players are better than Americans.
No, American COD players are better, but NACS.
And it's like, you can have that.
Yeah, no, you can have that. Yeah, good. You can
saying,
have
like,
that
where's the
sport that
European
gets
team?
30,000 views for a final. Great,
There's that
fine.
one what's that one European team that has like that Jeb guy?
What sport are you talking about?
COD esports. There's like one European team that actually makes.
Well, it used to be Epsilon, and it had all the British guys on it and a French guy.
Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon.
I don't see where you say the graphics are out of this world. I mean, like, it looks like it's got like a Dark Souls interface in the bottom right, and like the graphics look like Battlefield 4 on a really white map. Like the The map's very fucking plain. I actually don't like
Battlefield 4 looked
No.
fucking great.
See, I think I was watching them play this map, and I think I played on this map myself, and there's a lot of those trenches. Like, you could take the risk on going out in the middle of the battlefield, and I think it's got to be fun for the people in the jets. Like, I don't know. I feel like jet warfare was underappreciated in Battlefield 3 and 4.
It's fucking hard.
That's
That's
hard.
the reason it's underappreciated. It's hard as shit.
Well, this has got to be a lot easier.
Some people rape in jets.
And then there's some
Battlefield
people, like, here's the problem with Battlefield jets. Like, any map that has a jet, if they don't all have them, you'll have, like, the one good jet player sit there, camp the jet out the entire time. All he'll play is the good jet map. So you never get time to practice because there's, like, 5 people trying to get the jet in the good jet map.
I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of these maps are going to be good jet maps, good.
But I don't know if you guys are all looking at this. If you look at the background, it almost looks like a matte painting. Like, the map ends up and then it's like a picture.
Well, all levels are like that. They all have some level of matte elements at the back.
I mean, like, to me, like, the best example of a map is, and I can't even remember its fucking name right now, Paracel Storm.
Oh my
Paracel Storm
God.
is a beautiful fucking map.
That's
That
great.
is such a beautiful map.
With the
I
ship?
would play
Yeah,
with
the ship comes-
and,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
and the hurricane comes in.
Yep.
That is the best looking map I've ever seen on a
Yo,
game.
when the storm comes in, you be like, what the fuck? Like when you first play and you're like running or something and then the storm comes in.
I wish
Yeah.
every map was like Paracel Storm. Like, just that level of detail and immersiveness. Oh my lord, that'd be
Wings.
so.
My first time playing that map, I'm running and then the storm started coming in. I stopped and looked up and started looking around like, wow.
Yeah, you actually get awestruck. Like, it's like awesome. Like, literally the definition of awesome, being awestruck. It's like, this is great. You feel
And
like you're
then-
on a beach.
And then like later on, I saw the fucking ship come down. And then I went and looked. I'm like, yo, this fucking game is crazy. And then it crashed.
Yeah, I just hope every map isn't like this white snow.
no, it
map.
won't. You get the jungles on Endor and
Yeah,
stuff.
I played a jungle map, redwood trees. Is that what
You get Tatooine and, I know what you're saying, Geordie. Like, there's not a lot to be like. There's not a lot to feast your eyes on.
This looked very good to me. Very
Look
good.
at the Star Destroyers. That's cool in the sky.
Yeah. There's the Rebel fleet and the Star Destroyers above them and shit.
Yeah,
Like, I think,
but like, white's just a hard contrast, and there's just so much of it on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
this
talking
is-
about look at the player. It looked like you're there.
one
I
thing,
don't-
Look at the
know
strafe
how-
battle he's having with Summit right now.
I don't
that-
know how clear your internet is rendering this gameplay right now, but for me, this shit is super clear. And like it looked like I'm standing behind the guy that's running.
Yeah, some of it look like he's got an STG-44 that shoots lasers. That's what that gun looks like.
I was just looking at
Ooh,
those two walkers in the background.
Sick.
Oh, you just quick yeah.
Shot the dude.
Yeah, look at the walkers in the background. The one that's fallen, and then way in the background, it has that haze on it that makes it look further away. It just looks really nice.
This looks like
I'm
a
going to
really.
download it on Origin tonight.
This looks
I'm
like a
playing this
really
on
good
PC, I'm
Gears
not
of
playing
War.
this on PS4. I'll play it on PS4 with you guys if you guys want to play the beta and we can do like a
Yeah, for it.
Yeah. let's
podcast
do it.
show plays and shit.
Yeah, when are we gonna
I need
do
to
the,
turn my shit. Can we download it right now?
It's early access.
If you didn't get a code,
I've got like 8 codes.
It's out not tomorrow, the day after.
I got
Yo,
8 codes.
we gotta hurry up and do that Advanced Warfare thing because soon the other game's gonna come out and I'm not gonna play Advanced Warfare.
Yeah,
We
I
should
wish I could break Advanced
we should
Warfare.
do it the day before, the night of release. We should do the Advanced
I like
Warfare
that.
survival stream.
And then we rage quit it forever.
And then we rage quit it forever, and then we play back up.
That should be the cost. Like, when you quit, you can never play the game again.
What's that, a Tuesday? Oh, I'm quitting as soon as we start then.
No, like
I'm
we'll start.
really never gonna play that game again.
Obviously,
Yeah,
'cause
Jive
we're
gonna be like
buy
in the
it
lobby. Y'all guys ready? Yeah, I'm out.
Like,
One boost jump, and then you'd like boost, and you quit midair, and that's how you do
I
it.
say because does it release at different times
Yeah,
for
the
you than it
Tuesday,
does for
right?
me?
You get it
No,
before
no,
you.
I think the same time. Y'all get it first.
Yeah, Eddie gets like 6 hours before us.
Wrecked. Well, I'm not winning that race. Yeah, we'll play it the day before or something, and then be like, right, we never have to play this ever again.
Now, Wings, you said it looks like Gears of War. Summit is playing a lot in third person, and it seems to be kind of effective. But yeah. I played a lot in first person, and that's.
I'm just saying, if I had to play this game, I'd play it in third person because you get so much more awareness.
Yeah, your field of view is much wider.
I don't
think that's a problem. I never thought playing in
field of view.
We've done this before, but like because it affects, you can't guarantee the frames per second. Basically, the more FOV, the more polygons the engine has to render on screen at one time. So you cannot guarantee 60 FPS. But what I was going to say was, I don't see a problem with having games where you're in third person and you press aim and you go into first person. I don't see why more games don't do that. Like, it's not going to work for COD, even though they did have that mode in COD 4, right? It's probably not going to work for COD, but like other games need to take advantage of this. Like on console. No console game does that really, apart from Mass Effect, and that didn't have competitive multiplayer. Yeah, I mean, Gears did, but Gears was only on Xbox, and Xbox is.
You mean Modern Warfare 2, right? With the third person?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is the last one that I ever seen do that.
COD 4 had it, didn't it?
I don't think so. They had old school mode where you could jump higher. I don't think they had third person.
No, hearing you guys talk about this game, I didn't want to play it, but watching the game, I could probably get into this.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be good. I don't.
As long as you said it ain't childish.
No, it's competitive. I mean, it got pew 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 pew.
Do they have a gun that just blows everybody up?
Who knows that yet?
Like fucking.
Well, the suit, like the sniper rifle, you see that he switches to it, and it's a one-shot kill.
Yeah, but you actually hit the person, right?
They do have one thing like that. It feels like the War Machine kind of from Black Ops 2.
So like a grenade launcher.
Yeah, it shoots 4 grenades at once.
God damn.
It's kind of brutal and but on a map like this, I don't think it'll work out too well.
Could this be the year that finally AAA games come back to being good?
I think
because even Destiny got its fucking act together this year.
So much shit is coming out.
There's so much good stuff. Dark Souls 3 is coming out. Holy shit!
This looks good. Black Ops 3 will be good, right?
It will be.
Destiny fixed a lot of its problems. Like Fallout 4 is coming out. Dark Souls 3 is coming out. Is this finally the year where it feels next gen?
I think so.
Hope so.
But the thing is, in 3 years from now, it's got to even be better. But I don't know if it looks like we're gonna take that little leap. Black Ops 3 is not on the old consoles, is it?
Only the multiplayer.
Only the multiplayer.
That's what we were trying to talk.
We're going to segue to.
Oh, that's what I thought you were talking about. Black Ops 2 was
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 single player is not on the PS3, and they still charge full price of it.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I mean,
they probably won't have the paint shop either, to be perfectly honest.
I think that's out of order. Less content, you should pay less money.
Right.
That's a damn shame.
Here's an idea I had.
Although why you'd want to play Black Ops 3 on a PS3 or a 360 is beyond.
It is 10/6/2015, 5:06 on the Eastern Coast when I throw this idea out there. Copyrighted. Activision should create a store so people can upload their created camos and have other people buy that scheme from them and take a percentage and give them a percentage.
That'd be great. I would go right away and make the red.
That is something that Valve would do, but Activision will never do it.
Well, that's free money. That is literally free money, and people would enjoy that because some people are better artistically than others, and they could have a store and this is popular, this is new, this is bang 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 bang. All it would cost you is keeping that little store server up, and it would make nothing but profit.
It's 4:07 Central Time, and I'm copywriting this idea. I'm gonna make those skins that Wings were talking about. I'm gonna get red. I'm gonna get blue. Just every.
Get a copyright just the primary color.
Yeah, every single color.
I'll think that's public domain though. You can't copyright primary colors.
I'll make a Home Depot. Like Home Depot has their own orange. I think.
You got to make a variation of that color.
Yeah, you've got to make what's called a Pantone color.
All right, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do checkered patterns.
It's gonna be goat blue.
Yeah, I like that.
Goat blue.
It doesn't make any sense because goats aren't blue, but
What
every
would mine
t-shirt.
be?
Yeah, but your
Chump
goat on your
orange.
shirt's blue.
I know, every shirt I have is blue. I like that, goat blue.
Yeah. Chump orange. What would yours be? Wing. What color is yours?
Wings is orange and blue.
Yeah, wings blue. Jive
my
red.
Scheme's orange and blue, yeah.
Jive red is a cool color. What color did she dye her hair? Jive red.
Jive Red. That sounds good.
Jive, why don't you stream all the time that when you play with Moho?
I don't
Is there
know.
a reason you just like to chill,
Yeah.
relax?
There is something to be said about keeping games that you like off stream. I have made a resolution. I am never streaming CS:GO. And the reason I'm not streaming CS:GO is because the game is so difficult that I can't talk to my chat or interact. I have to purely concentrate on the game, and that's not entertaining to anyone. If I was the best player in the world, people would just watch that, but I'm not.
I feel what you're coming from because like when I play off stream, I don't have to talk to anybody. I can take my time. I can make mistakes without feeling bad about them, and I can learn the game. And it's a much more enjoyable experience when you're not showing it to people. But like I'm at this conundrum, like Fallout 4 is coming out, and everybody expects me to play Fallout 4 blind on stream and do a let's play at the same time, and you know, two or three. It's like, oh man, like
See, that's for
my
being
overall
good. That's
my overall enjoyment of Fallout 4 is going to take a hit because of that.
I
Because I'm gonna have to play that game 10 hours a day.
Do you think you have more enjoyment, like when people are looking to you for like the tips and tricks? They're just starting off. Like, what am I gonna do with my caps?
I'm a whore the fuck out of it, dude.
Dude.
Like every time I find a unique weapon, that's gonna be a video.
Syndicate, like remember when
Good.
Syndicate did that
come
shit?
back,
Like,
baby. Wings come back.
I'm gonna make it sure so when like here's my goal with Fallout 4, and I've been thinking about this because like there's other guys that are more popular in the Fallout realm, like a Mini True Nerd, and like there's a guy called Mr. Matty Plays who does like Biblical Reaper like channel, which all he does is like speculation news. But I want to get it so that the sites that like host weapons or like tips and tricks of stuff go to my video to link. They embed my videos to show where the weapons are at. They embed my videos to show a certain style.
like how you
Do it,
How are
baby.
you gonna do
Go
that,
for
though?
it.
Like get the websites to be on board.
You got to send some emails out. You got to create the content. You got to kind of like work with them. Maybe like throw like you embed my videos. I put this overlay on my channel or something like that.
Okay, you thought this out. Do it like I was talking about last week.
You got to take a businessman sense to it.
Everyone can blow up, and Fallout 4 is gonna have so much potential, and it's got to be a lot of competition. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do this October. There's Star Wars, there's Fallout, there's Call of Duty. I mean, there's a few more games, but those are the main three. And to juggle even Star Wars and Call of Duty is got to be a little bit difficult. But
Well, one will win out, and one will win out. Like, I could see this maybe trumping Black Ops 3 because it's new, and more people will want to see this over Black Ops 3. So you can like go 60% this, 40% Black Ops 3.
It's also got massive crossover appeal from people
Yeah.
who don't just watch YouTube gaming videos. Like Star Wars fans will play this.
there's a fuck ton of those.
And they're gonna get fucking crushed by the beast on his wings. I'm gonna beat their little childish
There's gonna
brains
be
in.
such fucking noobs on this game. I'm gonna shit on them. Oh, Star Wars is coming out? A video game? Okay.
Let me play this.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
I'm gonna change my gamer tag to Fire Breathing Dragon or some shit because people need to fear me.
Definitely.
There's a thing I've been watching, and you have to lead your bullets a little bit.
That's
Yeah, there's
fine. I
bullet
get to do that in
time,
World at War. I'm good at that game.
Fucking,
It's because of the bullet travel time.
It's because the hitboxes were shitty in World at War.
yeah.
But like, yeah, Battlefield I'm good at. I'm a 2.5 KD player in Battlefield. You guys see my Battlefield stats?
Bring them up, bring them out. It's hard to
bring
get
'em
out.
I'll bring them out for you.
I ain't looking at my stats on. Well, they're the same.
Another thing I like about this game is like he's just popping into like a turret, and there's a enemy turret right across the way. It's like an anti-personnel turret, and I just like how it's like a different game now. He's in.
Yeah, it's like a different meta.
Yeah, and he can pop out at any time, and I like when, like COD. COD has been so fucking the same. I don't know. Like, I miss the turrets on the map. I wish they take them out. I thought they were fun. Maybe it's the nostalgia, but I really like mowing people down in like COD 4, and they do have them every like there's one map with a turret. Like, they're trying to keep that dream alive.
I don't think COD has felt like as cool as COD felt when I very first played it, since like they haven't got the Treyarch games, like they're planned out better, but the Infinity Ward games have better atmosphere, and there's never been one to tie that all together like the first time we played COD 4. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't been such a complete experience. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm English and I'm biased, but like having like the SAS for some missions in COD 4 was so fucking cool. Like, it set up the world so awesomely. And no CODs felt like that.
I agree. Like, maybe it's just I don't want to harp on COD too much. Like we said, I think Black Ops 3 is going to be good. I think we all think that, and it feels so fast paced, and this game is fast paced. Star Wars, it's got to be interesting.
It's not the pacing that makes the game. It's the gameplay that goes along with the pacing. Advanced Warfare is fucking fast as shit, but it's terrible. Whereas Black Ops 3 is fast paced, but it's rewarding fast paced.
It's ordered.
It's ordered, right? Like one of the things I hate about Advanced Warfare, and I know we're harping on this shit again. What is this podcast show 50? We harped on it in a row. But like I hate getting around a corner and setting myself up for an advantage to only have the guy jump out and like zoom forward and come behind me. And I can't hear it because he's out of my field of view, and you can't hear any sound. There's like no sound cues that help you out with that. Like, you can't hear him jump, you can't hear him walk, you can't hear him boost.
And it happens so quickly.
And it happens so quickly. And you feel like you've lost that gunfight because of nothing you could have done.
Yeah.
And whereas Black Ops 3, I'm hearing that guy walking up, I can hear him jump, there's usually like a ping or something on there. The character can't jump so high it jumps out of your field of view. And there's a fight that happens.
There's also, for me, I don't know if you guys are like this, but my interaction with a game has a lot to do with, usually in a game there's a gun that I love using, right? And I can even play Destiny now because there's a gun in it called the Bad Juju, which is like a burst fire gun, but it fires really fast. And if you kill someone, it automatically reloads your gun. So if someone else challenges, you can keep killing them. And the gun is just so fun to use. Like, the game has got loads of shit in it that drives me fucking crazy, but using that gun I love. Like, in Black Ops 3, like, it took me a long time. Like, I didn't really like the SMGs just because of the hit flinch and stuff. I thought that these are shit. They don't have enough ranged killing power. And I couldn't find an assault rifle that I really liked until I completely looked over the basic AK, right? Until late in the beta, and I started using the AK, and I got like extended mags, quick draw, and rapid fire on this AK. And then I was just like, this gun sounds great, it feels great, and that was my way into the game. I don't know if you guys are the same, but I can play pretty much any game as long as there's one gun that I love.
With Black Ops 1, like, I love the El Chapadero, the M60. Like, I made a name for it, the fucking Akimbo Scorpions.
Black Ops 1, M60.
Yeah, the fucking M60. It was good. It was a two-shot kill. Like, I have a video. I have a video that's headshot only. I go on an 11 kill streak with it's just headshots with the M60. Pretty impressive. I never seen anyone get a headshot only gameplay besides hackers.
Yeah, modders like you.
No. It just happened. Like, the first 3 kills were headshots, and I was like, okay, let me try for this.
You're just aiming at the head.
Yeah,
pause.
One shot kill. Wings. I showed your stats, but I guess I don't know. Do you want to say what you've been typing?
I'm looking at other people's profile. Like, Jive's just around me too. Like, he's like a 1.9 with like a 500 SPM, where I'm a 2.5 with a 750. And
I looked at Eddie. 2.9, you mean?
2.9.
1.9? What are you talking about?
KD, kill to death ratio.
1.9, yeah, right. I would quit.
On Battlefield 4.
I would quit if I had a 1.9 KD.
Let me see right here, because
That must be Jive Williams or something.
you're 2.19. 2.19.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jive Williams.
It's just,
Must be somebody else.
Eddie is pushing damn near 1,000 SPM with the recon class.
And that's not
Eddie
playing
likes
like a
sniping.
bitch either. That
is not playing like a bitch. He's got a 1.8 with a 900 SPM
Yeah, that's good.
with a recon
That's me.
class.
Yeah, that's me running around flags with a bolt action. Get fucking wrecked.
Recon, I pick up a recon and be like,
I'll be trying to find somebody else's kills.
fuck, I just
I'm
need
like,
this because I need a
cool.
bullet. Like,
Yeah,
It's like, motherfucker, why can't you be good at the
Is that
game?
on
What
PS4?
pistol did you select?
that must be PS4.
Battlefield's real good. My shit is basically all infantry too because I
Mine's
started the
60.
choppers late.
Yeah, I know.
That's 630.
Mine's all infantry.
You're 6630. You're 68 too. Never mind. Where's the rest of your percentage at, Eddie? Like AFK land?
What do you mean?
It's in game. You have 36 hours of your time on the ground as humping it, and that's 68.64% of your time played, and it's 99.36% of your kills. Your vehicles is 2.24%, and you've had an hour and 16 minutes in vehicles total. There's 30% of your game that's just disappeared.
Probably not.
I don't even
AFK,
know how to find all that fucking.
probably with the game open. Yeah.
I'm like that. He just disappeared. Let's see what
How can you find your infantry?
Here you go, Josh.
Don't they separate them?
They do. They separate them by kits. See, Jive spends most of his time as an engineer. He has a 467 SPM as an engineer with 16 stars. His second is assault, and his third is support. Jive has spent 66.42% of his time on the ground with 98.89% of his kills. And he spent 10 hours in the vehicles with 4.1% of his time.
What's your
Spent
vehicle?
1 hour. 1 hour.
Yeah, how long have you been in?
Vehicle of choice is that tank.
Yeah, how long have you been in vehicles, Wings?
Oh, 79 hours.
Damn.
But I've had 140 hours humping it. So I'm at
Played a lot of that game.
I'm at 48.78% of the time I'm on the ground is 70% of my kills, whereas vehicles I'm at 27.82% with almost 30% of my kills.
I'm a strange player when it comes to games. Like, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I'm a very streaky player. So, like, that high score per minute and that KD with a bolt action is when I played the game a lot, and I got good. I got really good for that style. That style's not that easy to do, but I found a way to make it effective. But then I'll just not play for ages. I'll just not play, and I'll go off a game completely. And I'll have games where I play total shit. And I'll have games like... I remember one game where I was on my own on PS4 with the Recon on Zavod, and I went like 46-3 with the Recon kit on the flags, like quick scoping people off flags and shit, capping every flag in the map. And I remember carrying our team. I got like 16,000 points or something, and I was like, that's probably the best game of Battlefield I'll ever play. And then I didn't play for like a month.
I love Zavad.
Zavod's a great map. It's one of my
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm probably the only support player here. Because, look, my support is, like, most of my time. I got, like, 60 hours of support.
You the bullet guy, right?
Yeah, the bullet guy. I run the bullet guy with,
ammo.
LMGs.
I run the bullet guy with the carbine most of the time because I can't stand running out of ammo, and I can't stand not having a way to kill tanks.
Yeah, I love killing tanks.
The good thing about Recon, you're never going to run out of ammo, and you can kill tanks, but you're very, very squishy.
Yeah.
You will die.
That's why I'm the engineer. I hate tanks. I hate vehicles.
I had a 40 gun streak on Battlefield at some point.
That was that video
My
you
highest
uploaded.
streak you can see.
That was in Hardline.
Hardline, yeah.
Oh,
Hardline,
yeah,
I had
that
a
was
48.
Hardline.
I had a 48 gun streak in Hardline that only ended because the game ended.
Like, Hardline's done with, right? It didn't really last at all. Is there? Like, is anyone playing it?
I play it from time to time with my friends, but like I enjoy the game, but I'm not going to buy the DLC for it.
Yeah,
but I
there's
knew
not-
that going into it.
There's DLC too. When's that coming out?
They got a whole. They got Battlefield 4 like DLC. They have like a whole year's worth.
It's not worth it, that game.
Yeah, it had like 2,000 people on PC like after week 2.
Kind of like Advanced Warfare.
No, Advanced Warfare is probably still beating it.
Yeah, I know. I was joking.
I mean, like they wasted Visceral Studios' time. They should have been making Dead Space 4 instead of Hardline.
You know they made some money though. They made a few $1 million easy.
I think Hardline would have had a longer lifespan if the death, like the time to kill was a little slower. Yeah, like
and the stingers were less prevalent.
Oh my god!
See, I don't know. Like I'm watching Summit play here, and in Star Wars, it's really long to kill, but not super long. I
like the time to kill in that game. That's what's dragging me.
It looked like Battlefield 4.
Yeah, but
it looks longer than that to me.
Yeah,
probably a little longer. Yeah,
the gunfights are lasting between 3 and 5 seconds. That's a good time.
Remember when Battlefield 4 first came out and how short the gunfights were?
Oh yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah,
and that's one of my biggest problems.
It wasn't bad as Hardline.
Actually. Yeah, Hardline is no fun for me. The one game mode I wanted to play, the car chase one, I bought into the concept. It's like moving flags. We get points by driving, and there's, it feels like a fucking car chase movie, and you can fuck up and go off a cliff and do all this kind of stuff. And
throw a C4 out the back window and blow the car
yeah, all this cool shit, like that scene from RoboCop where they open the back of the van and they all start shooting out of it, and the guy's trying to fucking duck and weave. I'm like, this is cool.
It was fun as shit on the beta.
It was fun as shit until people unlocked the RPG, and then that game mode was fucking ruined.
Camping in the bushes waiting for you to
Camping in the bushes, and he'll get like 4 kills. And he's never going to go for a flag.
Or that engineer shit where they put the explosive on the car beforehand.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
fuck that. If all they had to do, I would still be playing that game mode now if they were like, that shit's not you can't use RPGs, you can't use anything like that. If you're going to take down a car, it's because you've team shot it.
Yeah, whittled it with bullets, or maybe put it through a C4.
Kill the driver. Me standing in the middle of a road, like play a proper game of. Sorry, pardon me. Chicken with a bolt action, be like, I'm gonna nail this driver.
Or taking the SUV, chasing one of the fast cars around, shooting it with a minigun.
Exactly, like that. I bought into that concept. I thought it was really good, and then they just fucked it up by like little details like that, and never changing it. Fuck that game.
I was in love with the choppers when Hardline came out, and the stingers just took me out of that game. Like the stingers, oh my god! Like you go. The good thing is you got to go find the stinger, but it's in a spot. It's always in the same spot. You go get the stinger, and you lock on, shoot. You deploy. We deploy our flares or whatever. Soon as he put the stinger back up, and it's a 2-hit. It's a 1-hit kill basically. Yeah. It's a fucking 1-hit kill. Yeah, you get 1 flare. It does 90 damage. And the stinger, like soon as you do it for the second time, it lock right back on. Like they lock on way too fast, do way too much damage. They could at least do 40 damage or something like that. They do 90 damage. Like it's crazy. Not even 40. I don't mean 40. I meant 50.
I wish it was like a perk for the helicopter that would make the stinger blow up on the person like 40% of the time.
You need to. It needs something, but it's too late for that game. I was trying to tell them, but they were listening to other people that don't even play the game.
Well, they do that because of Battlefield Bad Company 2. I don't know if you played Bad Company 2. The only anti-air was like a tracer round, and then you could lock onto helicopters. Mm-hmm. But if you were good with a helicopter, like I was in Battlefield Bad Company 2, you could destroy the entire map with the helicopter, and there's nothing they could do about it.
Yeah.
In Bad Company... Yeah, sorry, Jive, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, my favourite way... the reason why Bad Company 2 is probably my favourite Battlefield is it's the first game that I was introduced to the long-range sniping and the bullet drop. I thought that was the coolest shit in the world. Like, when I first played it, and I was like, oh, so I've got aim above his head, and you'd watch the bullet, and you'd just hear this dunk, and it would be like headshot from like across the map. I was like, that is the coolest fucking shit in the world. And also... the recon guy had these like binoculars that you could call in like this airstrike, so you could like totally bait tanks into chasing you, right? into chasing you into an area where it's difficult for them to maneuver, and then just be like, "Bup, bup, 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 bup," and then this fucking shit would come down and blow them up. I killed a helicopter with one of those. Like, that's how MLG I was with that.
You didn't play Bad Company 1, did you?
No.
They actually nerfed those glasses down, because in Bad Company 1 they had the thing called a J-Dam. So you'd lock it onto like the tanks go doo 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 doo. The way you got around is you locked it on turrets. Like a turret thing, you'd lock it on the turret and the tank wouldn't hear the beeps. Then you took it from the turret and you dragged it over to the tank and killed it. Recon was so overpowered.
Oh,
Good.
gosh.
I bet it was great fun.
It was fun as shit.
Yo,
Yeah, there you
So
go.
fun.
you want me to tell you what I didn't like about why I didn't like Bad Company 2?
Go ahead.
Other than you couldn't prone.
I liked that about it. I didn't like the prone slowed the game down too much.
What
yeah.
didn't you like, Jive?
I'm getting shot at. Let me just take a knee. Well, I would rather prone in the game.
The idea is so the snipers wouldn't be overpowered. So they
Yeah,
couldn't
but
go down on the field.
they should put in on high mountains or something. It was a terrain that you can't prone or something. They could have implemented some shit like that. But anyway, what I didn't like, really what I didn't like in the game, is you couldn't go diagonal. You couldn't go diagonal in that game.
On PC,
It was only
but-
up, down, left, and right.
In what? The helicopters or as infantry?
No, on infantry and on
Oh, you
running.
couldn't run diagonally.
You couldn't run diagonal. Like run, and it was on
like
console
straight
also.
while
You could
moving
only
forward.
go up, down, left, and right.
I think the PC could go diagonal.
No, nope. Up, down, left, right. That's it.
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played that game. I remember.
Try it again.
enjoying that
I
game
got
a
it
lot.
on. I think the servers are down, aren't they?
No, not on PC. They're not.
Oh well, I got it on PC. You can only go up, down, left, and right on
There's
console.
still like
Also.
4,000 people playing on PC.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that was that. I think all in all, that's my favorite Battlefield game. I don't think games are worse if the recon kit is good. By the way, I don't think it makes the game shit.
I think that people
So you
camping
like
on
Black
building
Ops 2
tops.
then?
Camping on building tops, it really fucks the game. I think that should be a no-fly zone.
Yeah, I think giving like I would prefer the rifles have no sway and be better, so people didn't need to be on a rooftop.
But
Actually,
you can't hit nothing on the rooftop.
no, it's fucking impossible.
It's hard
You
as
can only
fuck.
you can only hit other rooftops. That's about it.
That's
And it's
something
just irritating. Like
Battlefield.
it's as a recon player, like you can obviously tell by the like Geordie like told you what my stats were. I could make it work, but it was fucking like that's niche, right? To be able to do that is not very common, right? And I'd like the rifles to just be like, why is it that all the guns in the game have their real world bullet velocities, except for the rifles, which are like a third of what they are in real life?
Well, they're
like-
really slow. Yeah.
They're really slow, like insulting, so slow I can fire and someone can strafe out the way. Now come on,
Insultingly slow.
like I can shoot
Well,
at
it's a
someone and they
high-powered
can take a
weapon,
sidestep and I'll
and the
miss. Like,
5.56 has less drop than it.
yeah, like come on, man, like just
You-
you don't need to do that.
Let me tell you what I hate. Battlefield 4, the elevator C4 campers.
Oh my
Oh,
god, that's the worst.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. They are the worst. I can see if you do it for like somebody
If
come
there's
up,
an objective
boom,
up there.
you blew them up and then you ran off and parachuted down and went capped a flag. Some dudes literally boom, blow it up and they got like somebody resupplying them. You know, they get more C4s and then wait. And then that's all they do. They just wait.
C4 has the ammo kit.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can resupply your own C4, can you?
Yeah, you can. It's
Yeah, you can.
It
You can.
resupplies faster than the grenade.
One thing I like about games
Oh,
nowadays,
okay.
it's a little thing, but pressing both L1 and R1 at the same time to activate something. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's very satisfying.
It's satisfying,
Time
isn't
to
it?
ruin shit.
It's like you're super.
Boom.
In 2 years, you're going to have to do all of them. And there's going to be some special ability after.
I don't know.
What's weird is because I use a Zim, right? On my kit, like to activate in Black Ops 3 and Destiny, because they're the same buttons, I have to press Q and a little button on the side of my mouse at the same time because I've remapped the buttons so that that's melee on my mouse. So I have to do like this weird like combo of mouse and keyboard to activate. It's funny.
Do not like that.
Mine was like Q and T or some shit. Yeah.
It's usually Q and
G
G.
was too far, so
Yeah.
I had to make it T.
Yeah.
Like try to push Q,
And G.
G, and run with W at the same time. That was kind of weird, so I had to make it T.
I like my Zim. I have to be honest.
Yeah,
It makes playing like Destiny not as. One of my big problems with the game was the controls.
Make it that you can play.
Yeah, it makes it so that I'm comfortable.
Like I don't want to go back to COD playing on my controller, and then I know I'm gonna play DayZ later on my keyboard. Like I don't want to do that. Then I'm gonna be shitty in one of them. Like so, I mean,
I only use a Zim because the option isn't available to use mouse and keyboard on console. Like I would prefer if it was just standard. Like you could use one if you plugged them in.
I honestly only use a keyboard and mouse because the option isn't on all the games on PC to use a controller. And you could use whatever that shit is to map them and you make your controller it, but that shit over aims without aim assist. You'd be like
master race.
Honestly, I probably rather use a controller because it's like less brain. Because y'all dummies, it's like less brain functionality to use it.
We lost 5 patrons this week.
We lost
5 patrons.
We're going down?
We're going down. We were at 69 last week. We're at 64 this week.
69 was the perfect number, guys. Come on.
Man.
Come on now. They'll come back.
Come on, man. Yeah,
they'll come back.
I'm sure they'll come back.
Yeah.
We got to do some stuff with them soon.
We got to play DayZ, Wings, like Survival Sunday. We got to.
You got to like hit me up on Skype or something, man. I don't remember that stuff.
I put it.
You do have to install Team Freak.
TeamSpeak. I do.
Why don't you guys just use Discord? You can just access it through a browser. It's so much easier.
Yeah, I heard that's the new thing that everyone's
liking. It is, and it protects your IP. So if you get people in, they can't get your IP and DDoS you.
We have
we'll do that with subs.
We have 4 new messages on Patreon. You guys want to read them?
Yeah,
Definitely.
let's go. Let's do Patreon.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Chandler Appling, regardless of the announcement about Battlefield 3, there is no traditional movement playlist. Do you think that they should add playlists that limit specialists, like have a no specialist playlist, or still use a glitch, rejack, overdrive, or also vice versa, a no special ability playlist? When I played the beta, I only got mad when I was killed by one-shot specialist, and I only used glitch and scythe. Opinions? Thanks, guys, by Chandler Appling.
Sounds good to me.
No, I think it'd be useless.
I actually like the supers. I really do like
I think they're fine. Why everyone was worried about them in comparison to Destiny is the supers in Destiny, they get like extra fucking health and they can kill everybody instantly. Yeah. Like in Black Ops 3, no, it's not like that. Like they have normal health. It doesn't matter if they've got an explosive bow. You shoot them, they're dead.
Well,
right.
Well, technically in Black Ops 3, if you have a special and you put yourself in the situation, you're going to win that gunfight all the time. You got to win a one-on-one.
Yeah, if I have that rocket, what is it? The death machine?
Yeah.
What is it? The bombs?
No, the war machine.
No, that's the hive.
War machine.
Yeah, the war machine. Yeah.
That's one of them, right? If I have that and I go head glitch real quick, I'm winning. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. The only ones, and the bow and arrow too. You got to know how to aim it. It's not like an insta kill. You do have to know how to aim it. But the guy that I use, he gets shot out there a fucking lot.
Yeah.
And what's annoying is the thing that burns you. You be like,
I never got to him. The flamethrower guy.
That hive thing.
Hive.
The hive thing fucking owns.
He's the same guy that has reject.
Yeah, but the hive's gun is so good.
Everything that Wings says owns and shit like that, that's what you want to stay away from.
Yeah, the IED cannon, as I like to call it.
The one I usually used was the Annihilator. I know a lot of people didn't like it.
I like the Annihilator.
The Destiny pistol. Yeah. I used it as an anti-UAV because it would one-shot UAVs. Like, you literally could go and just shoot the UAVs out the sky and get the points.
I would never do that.
500 points.
This is why Wings is a legend. Like,
I saw Wings and Mark and J owning people with that shit.
Yeah,
I like the bow. The bow and the chain gun from
I saw
Legion.
you. That's what I saw you using.
The Annihilator pistol also can two-shot the mothership.
That's crazy.
Wow. and that's something free, guys.
Free, yeah, you get it like 7 times a
I'm
match.
with the no specialist playlist. I'll be in there.
Won't be as fun.
Motherfucker.
Won't be as fun.
But hey,
I felt the Annihilator pistol was underused, and like it was so fucking good for like controlling enemy kill streaks and stuff.
Dude, any game I'm in, no one's fucking getting a fucking mothership. Sorry, it's just not happening. I'm
You
killing
say
you
that
way
shit
before
until
that
you come up
happens.
against your boy Jay.
But let's be honest though. If that did happen, it wouldn't just be against your boy Geordie. It would be
No,
against
it'd be
your boy
against-
Geordie and 5 other people.
You trying to say I need a team? Oh hell!
No, I just said that in reality you would be in a team.
Eddie, I wanted to bring that up in Battlefield, but I ain't
Dude,
saying.
that one dude that I forgot his name now. That the English guy that you play with,
Weagle.
not Weagle, the other one.
Rich?
I forgot his name.
Item?
It's not iTemp. This guy, he added me after I played with you that one day. But that dude is fucking beast. He dropped like 90 kills every damn game.
Which guy was that?
Fair crads, not fair crads.
He's the one that like to call everybody their nan or something. I don't know. It ain't Fear Crads. It's just a random dude.
Dutchy?
It might have been Dutchy.
Dutchy's
remember-
good. Dutchy's global at CSGO. He's good.
I remember me, Game 360, Thunder, and like somebody else that was real good ran into Faircrads and his buddies. Like it was like so fun. Like those were the times, man.
Yeah,
We-
those were the days. Mike is fucking good at COD. Let me
Yeah,
just tell you.
definitely.
Fearcrats is fucking good at COD. Like really good. Rich is really underrated. Rich is about as good as him, I think. Like he really
I've
is.
played with I-10 before, but like Fear Crads, like the first time I played with him was Black Ops 1, and I got him in a random lobby off Twitter.
Black
Like I
Ops
didn't know
1.
who he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was, and like all of a sudden there's this British guy playing on a bad connection, outscoring everybody on my friends list. It's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Because I was like playing with like Chiz and Ronaldinho and all these other guys that are like these beasts of players, and like Mike's over here with dominations, getting like dropping 60 kills, and like all these other people are like famming. I was like, give me a kill, dog.
Yeah. No, Mike is really fucking good. The one thing about Mike, right, or that era, Black Ops 1, I know that Mike had fiber optic before anybody. He had Virgin, I think. He had like Virgin fiber optic before it was widespread in the UK and before it was really a thing. And Black Ops 1 was the last COD that didn't fuck you if you were host.
Wasn't Fear Crads also X-Jaws?
Yeah.
He got...
I think Fearcrads got gameplay for X-Jaws.
Yeah.
I think like he played X-Jaws account and actually
Yeah.
got most of his gameplay.
He was definitely good. I remember we did.
X-Jaws was good, don't get me wrong, but like a lot of the gameplay you see X-Jaws have wasn't X-Jaws level good.
Yeah,
we
it
did
was,
the
it was Mike.
what was it? The 1-on-1.
Exposed.
Not the 1-on-1. The free for all. Remember they did the free for all
Oh,
thing. We all was
commentary
practicing
challenge.
for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Fair Crash, that game, I'm still gonna say the Game 360 is the best player I've ever like played with though.
I think the player that you would least like to find in your lobby out of all of my friends who are really good is Ronaldinho. I think if you are on your own and he's on the other team and he's on his own,
He was
You
in
know another Ronaldinho I know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fucking monster.
He's a cool dude.
He probably has the best gun skill out of any console player I've played with.
Oh,
like, he is-
You ever watch him stream,
his-
dude?
Yeah, at his peak, he was approaching. There's a reason why Scumpy thought he was fucking amazing. If you didn't know, Ronaldinho shouted out Scumpy before he was famous on YouTube. All right, during the Modern Warfare 3 era, they knew each other. They were friends, and they knew each other because Ron would play in 8-mans with all these other pros and shit on them. Shit on them.
He's
Yeah,
good.
And Scumpy was his friend, and that's how he's that good.
I wish Game 360 didn't get all them strikes on his fucking channel.
You know how I met Ronaldinho?
Was it in Black Ops 1 in a lobby? You saw his
Modern
KD?
Warfare 2.
All right.
It was Modern Warfare 2, and I wanted to add people to play with on PS3. And I just started adding random people, and Ron happened to be one of them. And I looked at my kill list. I'm like, who the fuck's this? 5.63? Because like I was rocking like a 384 or something like that. And I was like blowing my, like nobody had it was close to me. And then all of a sudden there's this guy with a 5 KD. I'm like, how the fuck does he do this?
I remember he was making like a commentary, and it was like his first Xbox gameplay. And he was like, yeah, I'm pretty much struggling on Xbox. I'm not really doing that well. I only have a 4-point-something K. I'm like, what? Like, motherfucker, my shit like 250-something. He was I only have 4.
He had an account on Black Ops 1, he told me. He had an account that he only used the best shit in the game. He only used the FAMAS and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he said that he got to rank 55 with a fucking... Rank 50, sorry, with a 12 KD.
What I used to do...
What I used to do...
You know who else was good? It was a guy, Dying Soldier. But he played a little too crazy to be like super, like one of those
I don't think he's on
high
Ron's
KD
level.
dudes.
But like,
did you see Dying Soldier's free for all?
I know a couple other guys that I would put up there with Ronaldinho. Like Angel French, I would put him right there with Ronaldinho.
Did you see Dying Soldier's free for all?
I didn't see that, no.
And on it was like a fucking 1 minute, some shit like that, free for all.
God damn.
Magmar was very fucking good too.
Yeah, he was good. See, what's funny is that all these beast players that we remember and we talk about, none of them playing no more, man.
Yeah,
none of them playing and making videos, really.
Angel's actually, I got him on Steam. He plays like some like kiddie game now. Like I forgot what it was, but it's a game like you wouldn't expect that guy to play.
Pokemon World, and shit.
It's something like that. It's like he's playing like an RPG game that nobody plays.
Little Big Planet.
And like Ron's actually he's very. What word am I looking for? Meek. He's very.
Meek Mills.
Yeah.
He's very unassuming.
He's a very nice person, and he doesn't He's very slow talking. He doesn't like brag about anything, and he just goes out there and eats everybody's lunch with their lunch money.
He does if I'm in his stream and I shit talk him and I say this kid's shit, he'll banter back. But like, yeah, I mean he's a really nice guy. I really like him. I want to get him as a guest on the show.
Definitely.
He needs to stream more.
Yeah, he does. He's really busy. He's at school. He's
a random streamer, huh?
Yeah,
but is he going to medical school? I think he's going to medical school. I think he's got like a really bright future. So like playing video games isn't his top priority.
Right.
I used to wonder how Sandy would do those gameplays on like one sensitivity. Like he used to be like this, like boom, boom, killing these guys.
Well, you watch the Marker J play, and I know for a fact he plays on like a 4.
Marker J play on like a 4, but a 1.
I used to play on 2 on Xbox.
I remember you playing on 2.
But like on the Xbox, it helps to play on a really low sensitivity because when you the most of your gunfights are going to happen medium to long range. Too. Medium to long range, and that's where you want your accuracy at. Anything close is better to hip fire, usually.
I think one thing that COD was missing. And you're talking about Sandy Ravage. Modern Warfare 2 had those shotgun streaks that were just so awesome and so intense. And
but the shotguns were that spaz in Modern Warfare 2 was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really powerful. But what I was trying to say is, I felt those moments in Black Ops 3, like where I was just going off and just killing people, and they would spawn not too far away, not behind me, but in a place where it gave me the advantage to kill them again and keep the streak going. And that's one thing that I think COD's that's why I think Black Ops 3 is gonna be a good COD. I mean, it was the beta, but
I think they'll fix that.
Also had a 900 with some jive turkey cheese.
What's the next Patreon comment, dude?
Next Patreon comment is...
Oh, shit, I forgot we was on that.
Yeah. Anyway, can I request 5 to 10 minute Eddie ramble rant on Gears of War? Or if anybody else has experience. I recently started getting into Gears after release of the Ultimate Edition. Being primarily a COD player, it's been a pretty steep learning curve. It's a fantastic game, but it's incredibly technical. Nothing like force-feeding your cock and butt-fucking a downed opponent. Pause. By Perry.
Right, Perry. So why Gears is great? Why Gears is my first love? Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed it, but there's a huge cultural movement going on right now in gaming where they want to take toxicity out of gaming. Like in League of Legends, you get banned instantly if you do anything, like all that kind of stuff. Gears was where I learned to be toxic and to enjoy in the revelry of a pre-game lobby of 5 men threatening another 5 men with gang rape. So that for me was a very formative experience. It was a lot of fun. Like Gears was the most intense game I've ever played. Like the lows were you would get fucking wrecked. Like there's nothing you could do because of the way that the host system worked and because the characters have a lot of health and the guns don't do that much damage. Like you get up close with a shotgun, you could point blank someone, nothing would happen, and then you'd explode. Like the hit reg was all wonky. It wasn't a great functioning game, but because of that, you'd get fucked one game, and then the next game you'd just be shitting on these people who had been giving you all this fucking toxic abuse, right, in the lobby beforehand. And I've never had so much fun in all my life. It's also the hardest console shooter, bar none. Bar none. To be good at Gears, you have to be really fucking good at games. And not
At
just
using
in terms
shotguns.
no, not just in terms of like aim. You have to understand movement and positioning better than almost any other game.
I've only ever played Gears of War 3, and like I tried to use like the Lancer because I was an assault rifle player, and I got shit on by the Nasher all fucking day.
Yeah, but Gears is primarily like it's about the movement and the Nasher. The Nasher should be the center of the Gears meta, right? And everything else is superfluous support to that essential thing. There's nothing like wall bouncing and shotgunning someone. Nothing. When you have 2 people that are doing that wall bounce dance and they're just trying to land that perfect gliding one hit in the center of their hitbox and make them explode. Because it's dueling, dude. That's what's so amazing about it. It's like dueling with somebody. Gears used to have such a deep meta, right? And such a deep, like, core audience to the game. You'd get people in competitive games coming up to you, say if you were on a piece of cover and they were on a piece of cover, they would come out of cover and just melee the air. And in Gears etiquette, what that meant was 1v1, right? And this is in the middle of a game with teammates and everything. And the etiquette was so far ingrained in everyone in the culture of Gears. If someone did that and you accepted by doing it back, your teammates would not shoot that guy. This was only going to be settled by you two having a Nasher fight. And there was like a code of honor, and it was like dueling. It was fucking great.
They would hate me
so
in that game.
great.
I'd be like, "Oh, bitch, out the side of cover, Lancer."
Yeah.
That's the same game where they'd be like, revive me, revive me.
Yeah. And it's the only game where, like, because of the down system, where, like, the last guy left alive on the other team, like, you wouldn't try and kill him straight away, you'd down him, because then you'd all stand over him shooting your guns and try and embarrass him and make him as angry as possible. And then the game would end and it would just be this cacophony of teenage, toxic,
Hormones.
vile shit in your ears, and it was glorious, and I miss it. I miss it every day.
Babysitter at all. Seems to think about teenage hormones.
I miss it. I miss that about Gears every day.
They just had a new game come out.
It's not the same. It's not. It won't ever be the same. Like that was a magical period. Gears 1.
The cool train. All right, we got one. This AZR says Jordy 2020. I don't know what that means. And we have Joey. Joey says, "Tell me why White Boy and Jive got dead last in DraftKings this week." Eddie and
Rip.
Winks could do better.
Rip.
I don't know about this.
Look, I'll enter 1 week. I don't know anything about American football, and if I do better than any of you, quit.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if you can because you're in Europe and it's an American thing.
Damn.
No, like for real, like you can only do it in America. I think I'm not exactly sure on that, but I did not get dead last.
I randomly pick my players. Like I randomly pick my
I
players.
tried really hard, and it just sometimes it doesn't work out. James Jones only got 1 touchdown this week. Julio Jones didn't do fucking shit.
You got to stop picking Aaron Rodgers as a QB.
No. I don't
Can't
think I
say
picked
that
him.
to a Packers fan.
I don't think I picked him this week, but he didn't do good this. I mean, we won this week, but dude
What is
on
up with the
fire.
Panthers? Didn't the Panthers win again?
Undefeated.
Like this
and
ain't the Panthers I know.
and the Atlanta Falcons. So
Cam Newton.
You got some
Cam,
things going.
this ain't Cam Newton's doing. Something happened.
Okay.
Something happened between last season because we made the playoffs last season at like 8-8. Like we literally had an even record, made the playoffs.
I just wish the hurricane made us postpone our game, but it didn't, and we lost again, and we're garbage. Eagles are garbage.
Well, you know what they say: the Eagles don't deliver on Sunday, right?
Maybe that's what it is.
Like the Postal Service has the Eagle as their thing.
I'm sitting here watching this game. I'm sitting here watching this game, and they're just letting cross patterns get completed the whole game, and I'm like, I didn't even watch the last play. It went down to the last seconds, and the other team had the ball, and I saw the pattern and shit, so I just turned it off and went and played some DayZ.
Let me tell you a secret. Last time I watched football, like realistically, Brett Favre used to throw to Brooks, and Brooks would jump into the stand, into the fans.
The Lambeau Leap?
The Lambeau Leap.
Yeah, Brooks was the shit.
Yeah. That used Favre to Brooks. That used to be all Sports Center was.
Yeah, so the South is doing really good. Atlanta Falcons are undefeated. Panthers are undefeated. The NFC South is usually the worst division, or at least
it usually is.
The last 2 weeks or last 2 years, and now it's one of the best, or at least record-wise. But it's early in the season. Like there's a lot of 4-0 teams.
Yeah, we get in 4-12.
Yep. That could happen. Yeah, I'll put another Patreon, not a Patreon link, DraftKings link. We're gonna try it again.
How much you putting this one for? I only got $15 in mine.
I'll do like a 10 or a 5 or something like that. I like to. Well, I'll do a 5 with a bunch of people, and then I'll do like 10 people at $20. That I lost $2 last week, but I still won technically. Anyways, yeah, I'll do that again.
Also, Handsome, don't forget you owe us a video game.
I was about to say, Mr. Also Handsome cleaned up last week. Maybe you guys could be the next week's cleanup.
He made he used this.
He took, like, I 1v1'd him, and he fucking took $36 from me. I'll accept 1v1 challenges from people out there, if you want to. Send me them.
1v1 me, bro.
It's fun. I love football, man. I was watching yesterday, then I was like, they have Thursday night games, they had an early game. I just watch so much football. It's great. I've been watching, I'm sorry, the podcast, I've been watching a lot of Star Wars, like this last half. I've been kind of focused. If you see me over here, that I'm just watching Summit destroying some Star Wars.
I did not find him fucking. I will watch anybody over that guy. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Well, he just doesn't interact at all with his chat.
Entertaining. I like watching, like that dude sound interesting. I know he'll get bored of it, but the guy, like, what the fuck? They should picking up the chip sounds and shit. The guy that was wearing the Cyclops glasses, he sound like somebody like funny to watch. Like if you watch Moho, like his shit is like entertaining, and like he's playing real good. He's interacting, and like Eddie. When I come to Eddie channel, I'm just listening to music. Like, what the fuck are they listening?
Like, who the fuck plays this shit?
Like literally, like.
Moho got like $1,000 in donations yesterday, like randomly.
Holy shit!
Like I was watching and it just like 100, 200, 300.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy when that happens.
He really deserved that shit, man. I literally saw. I used to watch him with 8 viewers, dog. Like literally 8 viewers, and he would stream for 4 hours. Like good gameplay, all that shit. 8 viewers. But when they put COD on, 300 will come through or whatever. But when you put DayZ on something he like, 8 will come through.
I bet you more people would tune to his DayZ streams now than his COD streams.
COD, if he scrims, like he used to pull a lot of viewers when he would like scrim other pro teams, and like and you know, Black Ops 3 would be new and stuff like that. So I think people will come through because a lot of people really want him to come back and play pro.
I can't wait for Fallout 4. I'm gonna hit it so hard.
I want you to.
I can't wait for Fallout 4 for you. I cannot wait for it.
Listen to this, chat. Chat, if this guy slacks on Fallout 4, kick his ass in the comments.
I won't be
Kick
slacking
his
on it.
fucking-
If
kick
worse
his
comes to
ass.
worse, I would just like stream and not talk to the chat and just play.
Chat, y'all know how y'all get in the chat, in the comments. Kick his fucking ass, please.
Because there's going to be a lot of people streaming Fallout 4, Lyric and all these guys. They're going to play Fallout 4 and stream it. They're going to get a majority of the views because, the rich get richer. That's how their society works. But they don't have the passion I have for the game or the knowledge. They don't know why super mutants get bigger. They don't know how... FEV? What the fuck is that? What is FEV? Does anybody here know what FEV stands for?
FEV?
Yeah.
Fertile external vehicles?
No. Forced evolutionary virus.
Same thing.
That's what
Same
makes- that's-
fucking
yeah.
thing.
See,
In
when
Jive's defense, that is exactly the same thing.
those people are going to get more viewers the first week of the game, but week 2, week 3,
Yeah.
if you're still going hard at it, you'll be up there in the first 3.
I'll be the first one probably by the end of week 1.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna call that. I'll be the first on the Fallout 4 thing. I'll be number 1 because I can almost assume I'm gonna have about 1,200 viewers on average for the first week.
Oh shit! I could see. Yeah, I can see that. It
I average 800 on Call of Duty. I mean, I'm more known for Fallout now than I am Call of Duty.
And the thing with Fallout is, it's not the same story. What I can see, I blew up Megaton. A lot of people didn't blow up Megaton, and you can just, there's a whole different people aren't gonna watch it like they watch, I don't know, like Heavy Rain. You can only do so much in Heavy Rain or The Last of Us. There's not too many options that switch the game. Like Fallout is so massive, and you can do it so many different ways that you're gonna have. It's not gonna be a game that's on Twitch for a week or 2 weeks on the front page like a lot of AAA titles are. I feel like it's got to be there for a long time. There's gonna be.
It's gonna be a 5th or 6th for a while. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be up there in the front row for a while.
Yeah, you can do well off that, Jordan.
Any
You're
more
gonna do
Patreons?
well.
That's it. We only have 4.
All right, guys. If you want to be a Patreon and get the show early, a few days early, I think the show goes up on Friday and we send it out Wednesday. Become a Patreon. There's a link down in the description. We're trying.
I'm better at sending the show out early than I am uploading it to my channel, so that's a good sign.
That's true. Yeah.
Definitely.
I send the show out early. If it's not
Your
Wednesday
food is
night, it's
here?
Thursday morning.
What you get, Eddie? Eddie's food is here. He wrote that in the chat. What did you get?
I got pizza.
You can go get
Let's go see that pizza. We want to see the pizza.
Go get it. Go get the pizza. It probably
Nope.
sucks. British
it's
pizzas
thin.
suck.
It's thin crust with ham, mushroom, and pepperoni.
British pizza sucks.
Fixer
It's
didn't
amazing.
happen.
Another benefit of being a Patreon, you get to ask in questions. The last 4 questions were all provided by Patreons. This next question, we're just going to do one because Eddie's looking hungry over there. And I'm sorry, Eddie, you were talking about Gears of War, and I muted it for the cast, and I was just chomping on my cheese.
No worries, dude. It's
I
fine.
didn't think you could pick it up, and then Chive told me. Anyways, let's. We have a nice positive review from XX Hall. He says you guys have been getting me through some tough times. We love you guys, and I want to say thank you to X Hall. These are iTunes reviews, by the way. We do read some iTunes reviews at the end of the podcast. So if you want a question, if you've been dying to answer something, please, or have us answer something, please give us a review on iTunes. Now, we have another one. What's up, guys? Love the show. All the hosts. I'm often in Eddie's Twitch chat under the user Sam's Club 7. Longtime fan of White Boy ever since the world's dankest nuke. And Wings, the podcast, introduced me to... Wait, Jive and Eddie? Oh, he's been a fan of me and Wings, but the podcast...
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a good relief after a long week of school. Love you guys. Pause.
Pause.
Keep it up if you're ever in
Thanks,
Tennessee.
homie.
If you're ever in Tennessee, we're welcome to stay at his crib.
Sweet. Thank you, dude.
You know, that's kind of crazy. Like, I like that, even though I probably never do it. Just in case, like, if I'm in some random town in Texas or something and I tweet out, like, I have nowhere to stay, I bet you people would
That is decent. Somebody was like, "Yo, I'm right down the road," because I couldn't find a hotel in Ocean City, and somebody was like, "Yo, I'm literally right down the street." Cause them fucking hotel prices, whoa! And this shit looked like a project, and it was $460 for the night. It looked like a
God
project, dog. I said, hell no. We slept in the back of the Jeep. We had what she got, a Wrangler, one of them big ass new Wranglers
Grand
with the
Cherokee?
big back.
Grand Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee, whatever.
Wrangler's the top.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, Grand Cherokees. The new ones are so sick.
Yeah.
I got a 2008 one, and it, all these other YouTubers, they bought their sports cars and their expensive cars. Dude, I spent $13,000 on that, and it's beautiful. I love it. Now, we do have a question. I wanted to get to a question. Last iTunes review, Dave Yogurt, if you could have sex with one person in history, who would it be? You can't say Joan of Arc or Jacqueline Kennedy.
Mother
I
Teresa.
don't know.
Mother Teresa.
What was the question again?
You could have sex with one person in history. Oh.
It can't be Joan of Arc or Jacqueline Kennedy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Eddie-
easy. Cleopatra.
Not a bad answer. Eddie's answer, the Virgin Mary.
That's what you said?
No, it reminded me. That's what I
said
thought.
Mother Teresa. I bet Mother Teresa was a fox when she was young.
I'll let Marilyn Monroe eat my dick.
Jive
I
likes the
respect
chubby
that
chicks.
opinion.
That's not a
Nigga
bad
need to
answer.
eat that dick. Not when she was big. When she was regular.
Well, she was always a little bit big.
Nah.
She was.
Yeah,
She was always a little bit big.
Nah.
All right, and
These must be photoshopped then.
that concludes the episode 35 of the podcast show. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Last two casts have been pretty long. I hope you guys have been appreciating that. Check out the description for probably nothing. Wings doesn't usually... Oh, he's been good at putting stuff in there now. Never mind.
What I do?
I was going to say check the description for things, but then you don't usually put the descriptions. But now the last 2 weeks you have been actually really good about it. I was just talking shit. I don't know. I'm going to end the cast now.
Yeah, man. Stop talking all that shit. Marilyn Monroe is slim.